So, welcome everybody. Great to have you all here. Let's go get started on Amazon Clone 2.0. We're excited. Here's how it looks like. You can see right here, this is Amazon Clone 2.0. Wow, that is pretty beautiful. I love the way it looks. We are using JavaScript, we are using HTML, CSS, Tailwind CSS as well, and also Firebase to be able to save the data. On the next part 2, Amazon Clone 2.0, we will actually be building the product page and then the cart page. There will be 3 parts to this, and altogether it will just be a great looking Amazon redesign. Hopefully maybe Amazon looks at it and be like, okay, great, this is great, maybe we should do this, something like this. But yeah, who knows. So anyways, guys, let's go and get started. Here are the few steps we need to do. All right, I'm gonna put this to the side, okay, right here, so I have this with me. Let me see here. I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna put you guys here so I can see all your beautiful faces. Nice, I love it. Okay, let's go ahead and do this now at this point. All right, I got my code. That's what I'm talking about. I've got my thing. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. Let's open up VS Code, everybody, right now. Let's open up VS Code. Or if you have VS Code open, your homework, of course, was to create a new VS Code, or to download VS Code, I'm trying to say here. So let's open up VS Code. Everybody got VS Code up, open? Yes, 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 yes. Let me know, please. Well, let's go ahead and put that in the chat so I can see the chat. All right, let me know if they have the VS Code open. Beautiful. All right, next thing, let's go ahead and open up a new folder. So I'm going to open up a new folder. I have a projects folder specifically just for projects, and inside here I'm going to say new folder, and I'm going to say Amazon dash clone, and I'm going to say 2. Amazon Clone 2, right? 2.0. That's what it stands for. Okay. All right, Amazon Clone 2. Jesse, are you with me here, Jesse? Yes, of course she's with me. She's always with me. Yes? Jesse, can you hear me? Jesse? Okay, she's here. All right, so Amazon Clone. Let's go ahead and open up our folder here. I'm going to click open. All right, and then I'm going to go to projects. And then you see the Amazon Clone 2. Let's go ahead and click Amazon Clone 2 right here. And so that you guys have it open, okay? Let's go ahead and click open. Beautiful. Nice. All right, let's wait for it to open. Somebody asked what good extensions to use. Let's not talk about that just yet, okay? And then the first thing I want you guys to do is right click and click new file, and then do index.html. Index.html. Oh, so it looks like Jesse is a little bit just gone here for a second. It's okay. We'll bring her back in a second here. So index.html. And of course, in order to add all the boilerplate, we know that there's a boilerplate, a lot of different things. So if you just type in exclamation point, check this out, just exclamation point, and you hit it. Oh, let me. Oh, there's Jesse. There we go. Thank you, Jesse. Hi, Jesse. Here, she's back.
Hi. I'm back.
Thank you. All right. So if you just simply hit exclamation point, let me go ahead and cancel this. If you simply just hit exclamation point and hit enter, we get all of this HTML that we actually need, you see? So we have our HTML tag right here at the top. We have our header tag. Of course, we have our body tag and so forth, all right? We've got the title. So all you got to do is just that. It's just that. Is there a startup folder available somewhere? The startup folder is really just right-click, new folder, guys. Right-click, new folder. That's all you need to do. Nothing crazy, okay? All right, that's it. So let's go and rename this title to be Amazon 2.0. We'll call it the better version of Amazon because that's how we do it. Okay. And then, honestly, that is it, right? So once we've gone that, let's go ahead and create the body. And then in the body, what we'll do is this right here is Amazon 2.0. Boom, right there. Let's go and save that. Now, what I want you guys to do is now open this up. Now, to open this up, there's a few ways. If you go to the extensions, you should have an extension called Live Server. So if you go to Live Server, right? Go to this extension, click install, and that's it. If you don't have the, just right click and do open and what's it called? Copy path. Just do copy path and then you can paste it into your actual path here on Chrome. Okay, but let's go ahead and do right click, open with live server. Right there, beautiful. So now we will have our live server. And you can see right there, it says, this is Amazon 2.0. You guys with me? Yes or no? You guys with me? Yeah, I see all of you. Beautiful. By the way, just a really heads up, if you are not able to keep up, don't worry. You can always rewatch this video multiple times. So don't be so worried about that, okay? That's all I'll tell you. And this is mainly like for viewing purposes to give you some good perspective on what is possible with creating something like this. And then, of course, you can always go back and rewatch this one more time. All right, Amazon 2.0. Let's go to right click and then we'll do new file as well. And we're going to create style.css. Okay, just like that. All right. This is where the styling for our Amazon clone is going to be. Okay, nice. And then what's going to happen now at this point is the following. We need to import a few different things to make sure everything is working properly. All right. So what are those things that we need to import, Jesse? What do you think?
Well, we want to work with Tailwind, of course.
That's right.
So in order to work with, something like Tailwind, and if you've never worked with that before, what you do is going to look up Tailwind in Google.
So let's go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and go to Tailwind. And
what you want to look up, guys, is always the documentation. So
documentation.
Here, they have documentation indeed, or you could go to Get Started.
Start Learning right there. And right away at the bottom, you can see it tells you exactly what you need to do in order to install. And there's multiple ways to install your Tailwind CSS. But let's talk about the easiest way for us to do it just temporarily, and that's through a CDN, which is basically just through a link. So if I just keep going down and down and down and down, see, using Tailwind CDN via CDN. Now, I don't fully recommend it if you're going to build it with a lot of projects, but for a starter project, it's amazing. So just right click on this or just go ahead and copy this right here. And honestly, you're pretty good. So if I Command C this, I will put it for you guys in the chat so you guys have it as well. Let me go ahead and put that for you guys in the chat. And then Amanat, if you can actually put that in the chat for YouTube, that would be amazing. Thank you very much. That would mean a lot. Okay. So this is going to be your link. Now, some of you might ask the question of what is Tailwind CSS, right? What is Tailwind CSS? A great question. Anybody know what Tailwind CSS is? Raise your hands. Raise your hands. Okay. Who has no idea what Tailwind CSS is? Raise your hands. There we go. A lot more hands raised. Good question. So Tailwind CSS is a CSS framework. Anybody know here Bootstrap? Bootstrap, right? A lot of you guys know Bootstrap. So it's kind of like Bootstrap, but it's on a different scale, right? So it's, as it says here, it's a utility-first CSS framework packed with classes like Flex, PT-4, Text Center, and Rotate. So basically, to give you a simple rundown, what Bootstrap is, a lot of its components. So if I go to Bootstrap, for example, here, and this is just a really good run because I want you to understand exactly what you're getting into. So that's why I'm explaining this to you. So if we go to Bootstrap, you can see that if we just go to Docs, for example, if I just go to Docs right here, right? And if I just go to Layout, or if I just do, for example, Forms, or let's just do Buttons. I'm going to search for buttons here, right? So Bootstrap is very much, you can see, all I have to do is I have to do button primary, and that gives me the button right here. You guys see that? Yeah? Right here, you guys see that? Yes, right? So this already gives you predefined components, right? Basically, you just use this class, and then you've got the component called button primary. That's it, okay? But with Tailwind, it doesn't work out so much that way, okay? With Tailwind, instead of using, for example, buttons, let me show you. I'm going to show you how exactly you will use it. Let me see here. It's basically, instead of using components, you are actually breaking it down into smaller pieces. You're actually breaking it down into smaller pieces, like, for example, width. Look at this. You see? Color. You can set specific background colors just using a very simple class like BG red, BG yellow, okay? And so, for example, if you want to create a button in our case, for example, there's a button called Play Now. Let me see if there's another button that we can use. Let me me see. For example, like this button right here, okay? Play now. Or buy now, my bad. Buy now. Where is it? Where's that button right here? Where's the button? Button. Anybody see the button?
Yeah.
Where is it?
Line 48, I think. 47.
Line 48. No, that's not the button.
47.
There we go. So button, for example, you can see. Then instead of just, for example, in Bootstrap, all we do is we say, hey, button primary. That's all we say. That's easy. It's simple, right? Do you like that, by the way? I like how it's simple, right? It's so super duper easy. But with Tailwind CSS, when I create a button, I say, hey, flex, non, flex, item center, justify content. I give it a width. I give it a height. Look at this, right? It's pretty crazy. Then I say, hey, text purple 700, background purple 50, right? Then I say BG purple, rounded full to give it a rounded circle, width 9 and height 9. Crazy, right? Pretty crazy. Yeah, it's kind of like, but that's not the buy now button. Hold on, that's the add to back button. This is the buy now button right here. My bad. It's, see, text white, BG purple 700, rounded full, item center. So where do you see the big difference between Bootstrap and Tailwind CSS? Where do you see the difference? Put in the chat. I'm really curious what you guys have to say. What do you see the difference between Bootstrap and Tailwind CSS? That's right. More control, David. That's right. So in Tailwind CSS, you have a lot more control, a lot more freedom.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Maya. That's right. A lot more customizations, right? If I want to make this button maybe larger or smaller, I just simply change, the width. You see this width a half? I just change the width if I wanted to. That's right. And that's it, right? Instead of just having to be one thing, that's the only thing I can use, I can make it as customizable as I want. And all that is by simply just adding a bunch of classes. And all those classes they're just simply CSS classes underneath the hood. They're CSS attributes. So if this width one, and for example, if you think about it, this width half, what do you think this actually converts to? W, 1-2 under CSS. What do you think it converts to? Well, it converts to the following. Width, here, I'm going to show it to you.
Yes, with 50%. That's 50%. Correct, Sudeep.
That's right. That's it. That's all it is underneath the hood. Okay? So I just want you to understand that portion. Okay? Very important. And so basically anything that you are going to use in Tailwind CSS is just going to be that. So if I want to, for example, if I want to give it, do a background color, I do search, I say background color, right? I hit enter. And then right away, this shows me exactly what I need to use. And here are the options I have for background colors. Blue, violet, blue, green, orange, yellow. And I just simply say, hey, BG gray 500. That's it, guys. That's it. So let's take this as an example. If I want to go ahead and have this text, I'm going to say div here. Okay. Command X, Command V. And I say div class. What class would I use to give this a different color of, let's say, blue? Tell me. I want everybody, by the way, everybody right now on Zoom, and if you're on YouTube, you should be on Tailwind CSS documentation right now. Every single person, you guys should have that open, because that's how this is going to happen, okay? So if I want, for example, color, right? Like a text color.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, right there. And this gives me all the colors I can have. So if I want a text color green, which kind of looks like this, I do text green 600, Command C. I do Command V right here. And then look at this. I go to my Amazon 2.0. And then what does it look like? This is green. Simple, right? Right? But, right, if I right click on it and I inspect it, what it actually is, let me show you. Here's my inspect element. If I actually inspect it, what it is.
Oh, a class.
See, it's a class. Text green is simply color, RGBA with a specific, opacity. That, my friends, is it. It's nothing crazy whatsoever. Nothing crazy whatsoever. So did I give you just like a really quick tour of what Tailwind CSS is? Did you guys get a better understanding of that, by the way? Is that better? Is that better? Can I get a thumbs up? Can I get a thumbs up from a few people? Nice, beautiful. Okay, great. So that is what Tailwind CSS. It's a framework that allows you to customize your colors, your buttons, a lot more than like a Bootstrap would allow you normally. All right. So let's go and get this started in that case. So if I have this, all right, let's now think about what we need to do with our Amazon 2.0. Here's what it looks like right now. Here it is. Pretty cool. So let's think about what are some components we need to build in order to make this, right? I always like to divide my projects into small components, right? I want you guys to tell me in the chat, what are some components that you see right there? Michael, okay, I see it. So navigation bar. That's right. So the nav bar right here. That's right. Okay. I like it. What else do you guys see? The sidebar. That's right. The sidebar right here. What else do you guys see? I'm going to call
categories.
The main section. I'm going to call it the main section, right? Or maybe this is like the shopping section. I don't know, right? We also have what? We also have like this banner thing, right?
The header.
This header or banner, whatever it's called. We've got the categories section right here. And then we
got the products.
The product section. The products look so damn good, by the way. So damn good, right? The product section. I know. And of course, if we look more even deeper, we have, for example, the logo. Then what else do we have? Then we have the search bar, right? And then we have a little few icons right here that, that you can use as well, right? So, yeah, that's right. Search icon and so forth. Right. That's right. Okay, great. All right. So if we know these are components, what do we need to start with that in that case? Well, we need to go ahead and start out with those components. Am I right? No React here, guys. We're only going to use JavaScript, unfortunately. Or not unfortunately, but fortunately, we will be using JavaScript just for this. So you guys will learn how to use, the basics of JavaScript here. All right. So let's do this. Let's go and create our div, right? What is the first div that we need to create? Well, we need to create our what? Kind of the container, right? The main container that will contain all of this, right? First things first I want to do is I'm going to create a div right here. And this div is going to be like a full width div. So this is going to be the container. So I'm saying div class, div right here. That's going to be a container. I'm going to give it a full-on background white. So BG white class, BG-white. And that, again, that's coming from directly Tailwind CSS, okay? And a width dash full. How do we get that? Because if I go to Tailwind CSS and I say width, for example, width, and then I go simply to width, you can see here that width dash full is width of 100% exactly. See? So that's what it correlates to in my terms. Okay? Right.
I love how you can look everything up inside of this documentation.
I know.
So basically, it's like these are utility classes, so-called utility classes, and those are actually equal to your standard CSS properties. But they have their own classes, so they have their own unique name.
That's right.
That sometimes also means when you're looking for a width of, let's say, 50 pixels, or actually it's not 50, it's called something else. You can go scroll to the top, Naz.
Yeah, right here, like a 3 REM, like 4 REM.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a little bit different. So that also means, by the way, guys, if you would say W dash of hyphen 17, that doesn't exist, that class. Yeah. So make sure to always check whether your utility class, the name really exists of it. Okay?
That's right.
And that's it, Naz. Can you live share with me?
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. I need to live share. So I'm going to click share here with Jessie so that Jessie can code with us.
I love to code too.
I know. She likes to code as well.
Love code, guys. I love code. Who else here loves code?
I mean, I know. That's why they're here.
Yeah.
Hopefully
I hope
everybody.
So.
That's why you guys are here. Okay, I'm going to send it to you right now, Jessie. Give me 1 second here.
Awesome.
Okay. Okay. It is sent. Done.
Awesome. Yay.
All right. So what we need to do
You might
first,
need to prove it later.
yeah, we'll improve in a second here. So what we need to do first, guys, is we need to go ahead and actually create our header first. So let's go ahead and hide this. I'm going to say div class right here, and I'm going to say header. Okay. That's going to be our first part. Remember, we talked about first part is going to be the header. Okay. Header right there. That's going to be the header, right? After we've got the header, I'm going to accept reader write. Jessie is trying to access into my VS Code, which, you know, I'm not going to let her. So we have the header. And then what is the next thing that we have after that? I'm going to say the following. We have a header, and then we also have another div right here that's like this, right? It's the main section that contains the sidebar and the products section, or whatever it's called, right? So I'm going to do div class equal to main, okay? Now, why am I calling them main? These are just some terms that I'm going to use myself because I want to reference them. These mean nothing right now because they're not actually styled. This is not Tailwind CSS. This is nothing. This is just so we exactly know what these divs are for, okay? That's what the purpose is. Then, inside the header, what are the few sections that we have inside the header? Well, the first section is we have the logo, okay? So let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to say div class is equal to what? Logo. Again, not Tailwind CSS, just for us to know exactly what's going on in this div. Okay? And then after that, we're going to have what? We're going to have an input and then a few different other things. But for that to happen, oh, Jess, are you in?
Yeah, I'm in.
Jess is in.
I'm in.
Let's go. Beautiful. Okay, good. So then what's going to happen is we will go ahead and, well, say hello.
Hello.
Let's open this up. Hello. Beautiful. But instead of hello, we're actually going to add an image. So let's go ahead and add an image, Jesse, okay? And we'll say the following. We'll say image, right? And then no class just yet. We'll say source is equal to the following, right? And I'm going to give you the source here that we have. This is just an Amazon image. Let me give it to you right now. Oh, ooh, right there. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to give it to you guys in the chat so you guys have the link to that. Boom. And then Aman, if you can paste that please on YouTube, that'd be amazing too.
The YouTube chat is not open.
Yeah. Oh, it's closed? Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool. So we have that image. If you just need an Amazon logo image, just go ahead and search it up online. But here's the image I'm going to show it to you right here. This is the image right here. See? This is the image. This is Amazon 2.0 Amazon logo image. Okay. And then, so we've got that. Let's take a look at what we have so far. I mean, it's pretty basic. It's like a whoop, and that's pretty much it. Okay. It's nothing much at all. But I know.
Well, you can't see it now. The letters are white, but because we have a white background, you're not gonna see it.
That's right.
Okay. If you would make the background BG, for example, purple or something, or black,
so let me see.
We would be able to see the logo. Yeah.
Oh, you see? Right there. See? So
yeah, boom. There we go.
BG white. Okay.
So that's where the logo is at, guys. And now we can also style this image. So let's do that. Okay? I would personally
give the
first
width.
make like an image, put it in a container. Oh, we already have a class logo.
We have a class logo, that's right.
Yeah.
I think what we need to do what we need to do right now is give it a width and a height, Jesse, okay? So for the container, let's give it a width, okay? So what is the width, Jesse?
Width, I would say like 1/5.
Okay, and height?
Of 16.
Okay. Now what does actually...
can we put a...
What does it actually mean?
Can you put a word wrap? Can you put a word wrap on your code?
All right, you guys want
or toggle wrap?
How do I do that?
You do view, and then there's a word wrap.
Guys happy now? There we go. I got you. Word wrap.
I think they are.
There we go. So we give it a width and a height. And how does this again translate to? Because if you guys go to Tailwind CSS and if you simply just search up width right here, right? Look at this, right? And we say width of 1/5. What does this mean? If you go to 1/5 just simply means width of 20%. That's all that means. You know, nothing crazy. And the height of 16. If I search up height again here, right? This is how you would use Tailwind CSS. You would just go to documentation, you search up anything you want. So height 16 is height of 4 rem, okay? And if you're wondering what rem means, it's basically based on standard pixels. So for example, if your body pixels is, for example, 16 pixels, 1 rem is 16 pixels. You see what I mean? 4 rem is 4 times 16 pixels. That's how. So rem is like it's like an equation almost.
Right.
That's
right.
It's
a fraction unit, yeah.
That's right. So let's go continue on. Let's give it a background color as well. I'm going to go to the header and I'm going to say BG greatest 900. So I'm going to say header. And I'm going to say BG dash gray dash 900. Boom. Save that. Boom. So much better now. So much better, okay? And then I'm going to give the header as well. I'm going to give it an H of 16 so that we have the height as well. Nice. Okay. And then honestly, besides that, nothing so far crazy. I'm going to save that. Okay. This is what we have. Now let's go back to our image class. Image. And then let's do class is equal to. And we need to make sure our image is actually also specific width and height. So I'm going to say width dash 28. Okay. And then height H dash 16. So I don't want it to be a little bigger. Ooh, it just became like a lot smaller, right? But that's okay, right? That's okay. Because we can use object contain like this to make sure the object is contained in there. So what does object contain is, if I go to Tailwind CSS and I simply search up object contain, or I'm going to say object fit, right? That's what it's actually called in CSS. And said here, see, object fit contain, the CSS class for that one is object contain, right? So you just simply, whatever CSS property you know of, you search it up, and then that's the C class that you use, all right? So pretty good now at this point. I'm liking where we're going. That's awesome. Let's give it a margin. So I'm going to say margin ml dash 10. What do you think ml dash 10 means? I want you guys to put in the chat. What do you think that means? That's right, margin left. That's right, Jason, margin left. So M stands for margin.
Nice.
Yeah. L stands for left. And then 10 is just 10 rem, I think. It's just the 10 rem. That's it. So let's go ahead and do that. Save that. Ooh, save that. All right, there you go. Now Amazon is a little bit more to the left-hand side, okay? Yeah, looking good. We're looking really good, guys, by the way. We're looking really, really good. I'm liking where we're going, okay? Next up, let's go ahead and do what? We're going to create our input, right, Jesse?
Yeah, but also maybe with the image, don't you think it's a little bit padding top on the top?
Oh, okay,
no?
Sure. That's right. We can do that too. That's right. Because it looks like it's not balanced out. I can do a padding top, so maybe Jesse can put that in right there. She's got padding top 3 right there. Okay, right?
This looks better.
That's it. Save that. A little bit better. Ooh, live below is not possible without body or head tag. What just happened? Oh, wee.
Oh, too much?
Too much, Jesse. We killed it.
Oh,
we killed our...
Oh, no. Oh, Lord. No, then we remove it. Then it was good the way it was, I guess.
There we go.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go. So let's make the input.
So let's go ahead and make the input now at this point. The input is going to be which one? It is going to be this input right here. All right. Go ahead, Jesse. Feel free to make the input right now.
So input is just like an HTML input. Okay. So you're just going to say it like this. And the input, first of all, we're going to give it an ID like normal. We're going to give it search ID. Okay, we know we only want to type text inside of the input, and we're going to give it a placeholder called search ... Okay, that's the first part. Now we're going to style this input up. Okay, that said, my light went out. Can you still see me?
Yeah, we can still see it, just don't worry. I got you.
Okay, that's no problem. So the input, guys, what are we seeing with the input? First of all, we gotta give it, of course, a height.
That's right. So let's give it a height.
And a width. Okay, so let's give it a height. We're gonna say here, of course, we're gonna say class, and we're gonna give it a height of 9. Okay, and a width of 30.
That's right.
Okay, 30.
Again, coming
That
from
said,
here, if I type in just width here, width, right? And if she types in a width of 30, for example, right? There's all these width we can do, and then look at this. Look at this. Width of 30 is basically right here, or width 32, let's just say, right? With width of 8 rem. That's it. 8 rem. You see? So that's it.
Ooh, look, we have it. It's there.
Right there.
So
okay. Interesting.
Let's finish it up first. But this is the thing though, Naz. It is now vertically aligned. It's not horizontally aligned.
That's right.
You know, and the input is actually inside of the
header.
Guess what, guys?
The
header class.
That's right.
So what do we need to do with header, which is the parent component? What do we need to do there in order to get the items inside of the header horizontally aligned? Put it in the chat.
Anybody know?
Exactly, Monique. Very good. Flex. We're going to use flex. So normally in CSS, you would say display flex, but here, guess what? Flex. In Tailwind, you only have to say flex.
See? So display flex is equal to flex class.
Boom.
Right there. And if you look
now
at our
it is
result,
next
boom,
decided
it's right
to
there.
each other.
Nice. That looks good, Jesse. Nice job.
Awesome. This is the thing though, that now it is next to each other. But as you can see, it's not really vertically aligned, right? So let's fix that. And let's say items center. Now, what CSS property does this look like, guys? CSS property with a value.
This is called
to which one?
Align item center.
Items. Exactly. Align item center. And look, the search is more in the middle of the header, and that's what we want. Okay.
Right
now let's go back to the input.
Nice.
So we gave it a background color. Okay. And I want to give it a border. So I'm going to give it border. So the thing is in Tailwind CSS, just if you mention the word border, it will by default give you a border, a white one, with 1 pixel solid line. Okay, automatically. You don't have to do anything. You just have to fill in the word border. However, if you want to change that, you're just going to do this. You want to change the color of the border. You say border gray 500.
That's just the border color. That's it. So right there, see?
That's the border color. That's the border color. Now, also, I added an opacity to make it look a little bit less hard than it does. Okay, so border opacity of 75, which means of 75%. Okay, and I want to make this rounded. But do you think we should make it rounded here or at oh no, wait. No, yeah, I do have rounded here. Yeah. Rounded. I'm going to say rounded on the left side because it's only on the left side rounded in this case. Watch it, guys. If you look at the design. And you can say XL. That's going to decide how big your curve is going to be, how rounded it is going to be.
That's right. So this is so rounded dash LXL. So if I go to Tailwind CSS again, right? If I say, for example, rounded, right? Dash L.
Yeah.
Right? Round dash L. Let me show you guys. Rounded dash L. You see, rounded dash L is small. So border top left and border bottom left, right? So it's all going to be the left section. So she's doing rounded LXL, which is this one, and that's doing a 0.75 rem border left radius on the top and the bottom, guys, okay? Nice. And so now that looks kind of like this. Let's see. Oh, let's go, Jesse. That looks amazing. Ever get a applause for Jesse? Let's go. Woo! Beautiful. All right, let's continue on.
Well, we're far from done yet, but yeah, it's a start. It's indeed a start. Okay. So as we can see, we're gonna use some padding because look, it's all a little bit together, right?
Too much.
So on the input, we want on the horizontal axis, we want it to move to the right. Well, what you can do, you can give it a padding on the left and the right at the same time just by doing this. px hyphen 3.
And so
Boom.
px stands for padding on the x-axis, right? There's py,
Yeah.
and there's px. The x-axis is left and right. Remember that. Okay. And so if we did that, basically we're going to give basically padding on the left hand side and also a padding from the right hand side, guys. Okay. And so you can see right there.
But as you can
as I type, you see, it's not letting me type towards a certain amount. But even though right now typing is like black, so can we make the text color white, Jesse?
Yeah, we can make the text color white. We would say text. Excuse me?
Dash white. That's right. That's good. So let's go and save that. If I click this, boom, right there. Look at that. Ooh, look at that. That's actually the one. Right there. That's it.
Cool. Now, guys, padding is always on the inside of the element that you're working in. Guess what margin is?
On the outside.
On the outside.
That's right.
So we don't want the Amazon and the input to touch. So in my screen, they're touching a little bit. Oh, they're not. In your case, they're not. You should make it bigger.
No,
okay,
fine,
that makes sense.
Fine.
But in order to always make sure there's some distance between them, I'm going to give it a margin on the left side. I'm going to give it a margin. Okay? Then I think, don't you think the text is too big, Nas? It's not too big?
This is actually a pretty good text. I like this text. This is a good text, actually. I kind of like it.
Okay. Then let's not focus. So, could you... ouch. Look at that. That always hurts my eyes. When you click on an input, I hate it. I don't even know the functionality of it. You know? So, guys, that is called an outline. And this outline will always be caused by focusing on the input. Focusing, just clicking on it, basically.
That's right.
But you can remove this. Okay? So, you're going to say here in Tailwind CSS, you're going to say focus, outline, hyphen, none. Boom.
Nice.
Now, can you click on it again, Nas?
Are you ready for this, guys? Are you ready for this?
Oh,
it's not there. Thank you.
It's not there.
Okay, thank God.
Let's go.
Okay, good. So then,
awesome.
Then the next thing we need to do is, after that, we need to go ahead and actually create what? We need to create this drop down, this category drop down, right? So how do we create that, Jesse? Next up.
Oh, that's not that hard, actually. Once you know how to work the other things, it's pretty easy. However, the nice thing, or the fun thing with this category thing is that little chevron, the little triangle, is called a chevron, guys. That is an icon you can get from, guess what? Tailwind library itself.
No way. Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
It's called Heroicons. Heroicons. So, Nas, if you go to the Tailwind documentation.
Right there. Okay. So you can say beautiful handcrafted SVG icons by the makers of Tailwind CSS. Boom. Nice. I'm liking this. Okay. And so if I search up any icon, for example, what is that? What is the icon called, Jesse?
Chevron. So CHEV. I think that's the way you can find it, or arrow.
Oh, I'm just saying arrow. That's easier for me to understand. Arrow down. Let me see. There's a arrow down. Right there. You see right there?
Yeah, down,
Chevron down.
Yeah.
And
then you're going to click copy SVG.
All you have to do is click copy SVG, and then you can even paste it later on. But we'll paste it here in a second, guys, okay?
Yeah.
So, but first,
here in a second, guys.
First, we need to create the categories. So let's do that right now, Jesse.
Exactly. So we're going to say div class, and we'll call this category. So the thing is, though, guys, there's a lot of inline styling indeed with Tailwind CSS. So it's hard to read through it. But if you give your classes certain names, it's so much easier to look things up at a later point, okay?
That's right.
So have the div here, okay? And of course, we're going to give this also a height, okay, of 9. We're going to give it a width of 10, because it's not very big. And, ooh, we're going to give it that specific... Wait, are we already there?
Yeah, we're there.
No, I was going too fast. No. I was going too fast. I was going at the yellow part with the magnifying glass.
Oh.
So we're going to give it a width of 30. We're going to give it a grayish color. The categories one, right? Yeah. We're going to give it that same color. So again, guys, it's going to be BG gray 800.
Nice. Good.
Okay. And again, we're going to do the same as we did before, right? We're going to say, guess what? Border gray 500. I know I'm typing fast, but you could just understand this and read this correctly, okay, guys? Just look at what it is. And then again, also border opacity, because it's the same as what we just did at the first part. Okay, 75. And guess what? We're also going to give it, to be consistent, also a padding of 3 on the left and right side. Okay? And guess what? Well, I'm not going to do this yet. However, you're going to see this in a moment. Let's paste that. If you can see here, my comment.code. Let's paste the SVG icon, the chevron here.
Okay, so I'm going to go to here.
Got it, guys?
Okay, I'm going to go to here. I'm going to go to the copy SVG. Okay, no, not this one. Not this one. Copy SVG. And hopefully you guys have. I'm gonna give it to you guys for. I'm gonna give it to you guys for free. Don't worry, guys. So, so here's a chevron icon. Okay, those of you who are on YouTube, just go to heroicons.com and then search up, arrow, and then scroll down, and you should be able to see the chevron down icon. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
And then I'm going to paste this in right here. That's going to be our SVG. So if I save this now.
There we go.
Boom. Oh, dang. What is this right here? SVG icon. Let's save that again one more time. There we go. Right? Good.
Yeah. Plus, of course, guys, what do we need to do? We need to have a word. We need to have a word inside of there in the div, of course. So let's say here, we're going to say, of course, categories.
That's right. So let's go ahead and save that right there.
Yeah.
Ooh, and where is it? Oh, because you put it inside the SVG. You put it inside the SVG.
Jesse. Whoops. Yeah. No, sorry. At the top. I'm sorry. My bad, guys. Categories. Boom.
Right there. Nice. So the first things first we need to do with this, of course, guys, is going to be, let's change the color of the category. So let's do that right now, okay? To make the color white, what do we say? What do we say for the class? Well, we just say
text white.
Text-white. That's it. So if I do text-white, boom. Also, you can see that you can see that SVG and the categories, right? They're kind of top to bottom. And what do we do to make it left to right? Anybody know? Raise your hand, or somebody say yes. Can we use select tag? We're not using select tag just yet for this one, okay, Yahid? So we can simply use flex. That's right. So if I do flex, let's go and save that.
Awesome, Jason. Very good. Boom.
Also, let's go ahead and make sure that we align it vertically. So to align it vertically, we do item sender as the class as well. Okay, so if I save that, it's not what I want to save. No, if I save that, boom, categories are saved. So we are so close.
Right. As you can see, guys, the input, that text is not white. Because actually, once Nas was typing, that text was white. But the search now is not white. And why is that? Because guess what? That's not really text. That is called the placeholder. So in order to change that, you can say placeholder -white. And now see what happens. Save.
That's a good one. Placeholder white. If I save that right now, right? So you can see right there, the placeholder just changed to white color because Jesse just added placeholder white right here, okay? So we got that. Our next step is going to be to add our what? Our search icon, right, Jesse?
Yes, the search icon. So again, you have to search up that icon inside of the Tailwind library.
That's right. So I'm going to say search here. I'll go to hero icon. Say search. right there. And I'm going to use this one, right? I'm going to use this one. So copy SVG. And then where do I need to put this? We're going to create another div right here. Go to create another div.
We're going to create another div. And then we're going to call it a search icon. Okay. And this search icon, guess what? It is that pretty typical Amazon color. So we're going to say BG yellow 500. Okay. And I'm going to close this one off.
Nice.
And then let's paste that SVG in. Do you have it?
I have it right here. I'll paste it in right
Awesome.
here. Save that. Oh,
awesome.
Right there. So there it is.
Ooh.
So of course, there's a lot we need to modify.
There it is.
A lot we need to modify for this one now. Okay. The first thing we need to do is number one, we need to give it the same height. So let's go ahead and give it the same height, Jesse. Height of 9.
H9.
Good. And let's give it
a width of 10.
Width of 10. Good. And let's go ahead and give it the round corners it deserves. Okay.
And so somebody's asking for the SVG. Okay, guys. Boom, boom, boom. Here in the Zoom chat. Okay. So the icon is rounded. It's in a rounded div, right? So rounded. But guess what, guys? On what side is it rounded?
On the right-hand side. Did I get it right, Jesse?
Yeah, so rounded -R for right, and then again XL, because that's the amount of the curve that we want to have. Okay, XL.
That's right. So I'm gonna,
okay, can you save that?
Yep, I will save that right now. So you can see right there, beautiful rounded.
Awesome.
Now, what do you see that we need to change now at this point? We've got the icon, which is good, but we need to center it now. So let's go and center it, Jesse.
Yeah, so of course display flex. So we're going to use flex here. And guess what? To get it in the middle of that orange box, we're going to say, justify center. Okay.
Nice.
And I think that's enough.
And then we need to do item center as well to vertically align. So when you
item
do
center
items,
as well. Yeah.
items center, do line vertically. So basically, justify center is going to justify content. So justify content is going to align things horizontally. Align items, which is in this case, item center is going to align it vertically, guys. Okay.
Sure, for sure. Now, what else do you guys see? That SVG, that magnifying glass, it's not white. It's not white. So what can we do? We can change that. Okay, so guess what, guys? Inside of this SVG, so pay attention. Okay, by the way, your indentation with Tailwind CSS needs to be clean as fuck. That's how serious I am about it, because I'm using the F word. Okay, so it has to be super clean, because look, otherwise you don't know what's happening inside of your divs. And which one is the parent component and which is the child component. Not component, element is the better word. But you guys know what I mean. So here inside of the SVG on line 25, I'm going to add a class.
Actually,
okay?
Jesse,
guess what?
Jesse, check this out. Jesse, check this out.
What?
Actually, if we just simply do text white on the parent, it makes the whole thing text white.
Are you sure?
Oh yeah, look at my Zoom.
Oh, yeah. Oh shoot. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So I just wanted to point out that, so this is the thing, guys. The SVG, it can be changed because it's actually seen as text, even though it's an image, an icon. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
So apparently it works on the parent component, but you can also change things inside of the SVG. By adding a class. But in this case, it wasn't needed.
So at this point, what have we got? We've got the section with the navigation, the search bar, the logo. The next thing we need to now focus on is going to be those right icons that we have on the right hand side. So let's go ahead and take a look at how do we build those. Can I build those with you, Jesse? Is that okay?
Yeah, for sure. Okay, you can build those.
Okay.
I would put them in a div class.
Okay.
I think.
So let's do this. So we've got this stuff down, and I'm going to give it like a really small. What I like to do sometimes is, for example, I like to give it like a comment. So I would like to do 2, and that gives me a comment section.
Yeah.
And then now I'm going to say, hey, you know, this is going to be, what should we call it? The right icons, right? And this way I can divide things up. Okay, guys? I'm going to create a new div. And inside this div, I'm going to say class is equal to icons. Okay. Now again, this class has nothing to do. This class does nothing exactly because this class is just for you to know exactly what this div is about. That's it. Okay. Nothing crazy. So in this div class icons, we're going to have a few different icons that we need to incorporate. The first icon is going to be which one? It's going to be the heart icon, right, Jesse? So if all we have to do is just go ahead and click heart. Heart. Oh, the heart is so there. It's so fragile. We've got the heart icon.
No, don't get emo now. We're coding.
It's so fragile. So we got the heart icon. The next icon we need to work on is going to be which one? It is actually going to be this card icon. But this is actually inside a div. So if I simply just go ahead and create a new div, why do I say it's inside a div? Because you can see that, you know, around this card is actually a orange color, right? An orange color. So if I go ahead and simply just create a div, and let's say call it the card icon. So div, a class, and that's going to be card icon. Again, has nothing at all to do with anything. Card icon. And then what we'll do is we'll give this div an actual SVG inside of that, which will be the cart. So let's go back to the hero icons. Let's select cart inside here. Shopping cart. Copy SVG. Maybe Jesse can copy it for them inside the chat. Boom, right there. That's our SVG for the card icon. Okay. All right. Now, of course, for the card icon, if things need to happen, which is going to be, we need to give it a height and a width. So let's do that right now. Okay. Let's go ahead. I'm going to save this here so we can see it. Okay. So it's kind of there and kind of not. Why? Because the icon section needs a text of white. Text of white to make sure that we have all the icons are there. Also, what do you see here, guys? All the icons are what? Top to what? Top to bottom, right? But how do we make them left to right? Left to right. What do we do here, guys? What do? We do flex. That's right. Thank you. So we're going to say text white and I'm going to say flex. Oh, not there, not there. I'll say space flex. Boom. Save that. Nice. Good. I like it. So now you can see it's left to right. That's exactly how I like it. For the card icon, I'm going to give it a certain width and a certain height. Okay. I'm going to say this is going to be an H of 10. H-10.
Hello.
Hi, Jesse. And a width of 10. Okay. So that's it. I'm going to save that. And nothing really crazy happened there. Don't worry about it, okay? And then I'm going to say BG-yellow-500. And now we see, oh, there we go. That's exactly what I'm talking about. So now we have this background, which is exactly what we need for the card icon, all right? Okay, now let's go ahead and what? We need to align that card icon in the card inside the center. What do we do, guys? Who knows? You guys should know this but at this point. Who knows? Brendan? Who knows? Brendan knows? Yeah, Brendan knows. I know Brendan knows. So we're going to say what? We're going to say flex. Item center to align it vertically. And then, what is it? Justify center. Correct, Jesse? From what I remember. Justify center. That's right. Justify dash center. Save that. Boom. Right there. Right? Next, let's go ahead and give it a rounded section. So I'm going to say rounded dash XL. Because rounded dash XL. Oops. Rounded dash XL. And that is it. Boom. Also, let's go ahead and change the font size potentially because I feel like it's a bit too big. So to change the font size, how to change the font size of this one, Jesse? I don't really know for this one, but probably change the font size to make it a little bit small because I feel like it's a bit too big. So I'm gonna
go SVG.
So I'm gonna say font size. Font size. I'm going to go back to Tailwind CSS. I'm gonna say font size, and so I can say stuff like text small, for example. Let's just say I do for this one I do text dash small. Okay, let's see. Okay. Did it make it smaller or no? I don't really think so. Did it?
No, I don't think so either.
Let me see. Okay, text dash small. Maybe I could put it on the actual icon itself. I'm gonna say class. Text dash small. No, just made this bigger. What? How is that possible? Text dash small. Actually, I made it bigger. What the hell? That's interesting. Okay, let's try it one more time. Okay, let me make it even smaller potentially. Let me see. Text that's extra small. Extra small.
How small do you want to make?
I know, it's big. It's like, how do I make it smaller? That's the question I'm trying to figure out, right? Or maybe I just give it a
So,
okay, maybe instead of doing that, here's another solution. Instead of doing that, I give it a height and a width. So instead of doing that, I go to the SVG and I say class, right? Because you can do that inside the SVG. I can say height dash 4 and a width dash 4. There we go. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now it's smaller. Okay. And then let's go do the same thing for the other icon, which is the heart icon. Which is which one? Which is here. Okay, no. Let's do SVG class is equal to and then height and width. Boom, right there. Okay? So much better. Okay. Let's also make sure that we align all this kind of stuff vertically. You see how the heart is on the top while the card is kind of in the center. I don't like that. So I will say flex items, items dash center. Boom. Nice. Now the heart is in the middle. All right. That's exactly what I want. Next up, let's go and add another icon. And this time it's going to be which one?
The bell, I think.
Bell. So let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to say bell. Here's the bell, copy SVG here, and then I'm going to paste the bell icon after our div class card icon right here. So paste it in, boom, we got the bell icon now. Hey, there it is. It's still big, which I don't like, but that's okay. All right. Okay, we got the bell icon, and then finally there's this, which I have no idea how to build, but Jesse does. No, I'm kidding. I do it too, but Jesse knows it even better.
No, that's definitely not the case. Me knowing something, you don't. No. So what is your question?
So let's go ahead and continue on. I will let you go ahead and take the reins now at this point, okay? We've got these heart icons. We've got the card icons. We've got the bell icon, okay? Let's take a look at what we need to do. The one thing I will add myself though right now is I will go ahead and add some padding, I think, from the left hand side to make sure that it's kind of separated more. Should we do that?
Yeah, that's always a good idea.
Yeah, right?
To do that makes it always clean.
That's right.
Yeah,
makes it
for
always
sure.
So much cleaner. So to add the padding, all we need to do is we do either padding or margin. Or how do we make sure that it's always on the right hand side, Jesse? Right? How do we make sure that this specific, what's it called? These icons. Yeah. How to make sure it's always on the right hand side?
Ooh, I like to use margin auto for that in regular CSS. So for this, we could do margin left auto, which means it's going to the right.
So what would happen if I do margin left auto? Let's see. If I go to the icons and I say here and I say ml-auto, boom. You see, ml-auto automatically just pushes to the right hand side, and so basically it just adds a margin to the left hand side automatically. Okay, that's all. Honestly, that is it. Okay, and then what we're going to do, we're going to add a margin right as well. So I'm gonna say margin right -8 to just give some space here from the right hand side. There we go. I like it.
Yeah.
Nice. And then honestly, and then let's go ahead and give it a width. So I'm gonna say here's the width. Width is going to be 48. And then the height is gonna be the 16 that we usually know, guys. Boom. Okay. So and push it to the left hand side now because why? Because if you look at the div, let's go ahead and right click on this one. If you look at the div here, boom, here's a div. You see, the div is big. It's a big div right there. It's on the right hand side. there's margin auto on the left-hand side, but it aligned all of its items, the SVG items, to the left-hand side. So what do we do to make sure it's kind of more spaced around? What do you think, Jesse?
Ooh, I would use something like justify around.
Yeah.
So because you gave that icons menu, you gave it a certain width, right? So those icons can only move freely within the width of that container.
That's
correct?
Right. That's right.
So if you give it like justify space around or just justify space evenly, then it will give space evenly or a little bit around it, depending on what you choose, of course, inside of that container.
That's
and
right.
apply that to those items.
That's
in
right.
that.
That's right.
Okay, so I would choose justify around. Did you choose that one?
That's the one I choose.
Yeah, great.
Exactly. And so this is what we have right now, right? But of course, it's not done yet because the one big thing we need to add now is going to be this little SVG icon. So Jesse, go ahead and take the reins and let's see how you make that happen.
So that was like this fun Jdenticon, which is like an avatar based on your name. So let me check up. If you look up in Google, Jdenticon.
Oh, I like this. Okay.
Yeah, that's
so
cool, right?
Let's say you say Nas.
Like put in your name.
Oh!
Yeah.
Anybody else want to try their name? Who wants to try their name? Raise your hand if you want to try your name. Raise your hand if you want to try your
Jason.
name. All right, Topher. Oh, okay. Hold on. Topher.
Okay, Topher, yeah.
Oh, that looks so cool. Topher. That looks cool. That looks
Samir.
Let's see Samir. Oh, that's not bad either. Okay. Let's see who got the best one. Jesse, what do you have? Let me see. Oh, that's interesting one.
Pretty. Oh, emerald.
All right. I like Jesse's one the best, so let's use that
Adrian.
one. Adrian. Wait, not Adrian. Wait, no.
Oh, come on.
What the heck? That's so cool. That's
no, N-E. Add an E to it, please.
I like that. Wow, that's awesome. Okay.
Ooh,
that's
wow,
cool.
funky.
I still like this.
Okay.
This is the best. I still like this one the best right here.
Thank you. So what you can do is very easy. You go. If you go to the website, by the way, you see a button there, guys. Get started.
Okay, let's go ahead. Get started.
Get started.
Okay. So vanilla JS.
Exactly. Website web.js.
Including
and then just like Tailwind.
Okay.
Yeah, we could just include that script.
So Command C. I'm going to copy the script and I'm going to give this to every single one of you here. So
yeah, and then guys, you're gonna don't get confused now. You're gonna add this inside of your head tag in the index.html file.
That's right.
Okay, so look closely where Nas is putting this. Okay, index.html at the top in your head tag. So not in the body tag, inside of the head tag. Okay, and that way, if you go below again to our code, Nas, we're going to add in the last icon on line 42.
I'm so ready for this. I'm so ready for this. So all I gotta do is I do SVG. Okay, I'm going to go ahead. Let me see.
Yes.
So I'm gonna say SVG. Okay, ready for this, guys? Ready for this? I'm gonna say SVG. No, not DV.
Ready or not?
SVG. I'm gonna say
SVG.
Just how they have it here. Data Jdenticon. I'm gonna say I'm going to copy this right here. Okay. Jdenticon. Okay, I'm gonna say equals. I'm gonna say Jesse. Okay. And I'm gonna close
am I not in the live share anymore?
You're not in a live share. Sorry, Jesse. You want to try again. So then, okay, I'm going to save that. And then I'm going to give it a height and a width. I'm going to say class is equal to what? Is equal to what? Height of 12.
12.
And a
12.
width of 12. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. Okay, save that.
Oh.
Guys, ready?
Drum roll.
Whoa, okay. That looks cool. You guys agree with me on that one? That looks cool. All right. And then maybe should we give it like a rounded corners type situation?
Yeah, you can give it a rounded. So you can give it rounded hyphen full, which is the same as body radius 99.90% according to Tailwind. Okay, which means it's a full circle. And oh, look.
Yeah, I mean it's not
Look
rounded because
how
there's no edges,
clean that
so that's
looks,
why it's
guys.
not rounded. But it's
Yeah,
really good.
right.
It's really good. Also, let's go ahead and this bell icon. Let's make sure that it's also a height of 16, height of 6, or width 6. And so where is that? Where is that? Where is that? We have height of 4, width 4. So this bell icon, should that be height of 6, width 6, or height of 4, width 4?
No, 4 is okay. Or you think it's too small?
No, I'm just trying to see what we had here. I think it's height of 4 will be 4. Yeah, so let's do that. Let's make that happen. Oh, height of 4. Right? Height of 4, width 4. Save that. Oh, okay, nice, beautiful. And then, of course, also, I want to change the color of this card as well. The color of this card is a little bit different because if you take a look at it right here, see, it's a little bit like more on the grayish side, right? It's more on the grayish side. So if I take a look at the color that I have, see, what is the color? Oh, it's called text gray. What is it? 600?
Yeah. Text gray, I think 200. No. Sorry, you're right. 600. 600.
That's right.
600.
So I'm going to go to my card icon, guys. Inside here on the same. Boom. Save that. Oh, look at that. That looks good. Okay, I like that. That's perfect. Perfect. So we got that. Okay. We've got our search, which is really good. We've got our categories. We've got our, everything. I'm also going to change this little down arrow. I think it's a little bit too big. So let's go back to our down arrow, the chevron. So funny. I'm also going to give it a height of 4. W4 as well. Or not. Search icon. Does it not change the icon if I do? Oh, because of... let's see. Let's see. Oh, never mind. I'm changing the wrong one. My bad, guys. Why don't you guys stop me?
Yeah. I'm also looking at it. Yeah,
guys?
I'm looking at it and being like, huh?
With 4. Oh, there we go. Okay, much better. And also, I'm going to give it a little bit of a margin left. ML dash maybe 2 or 3. There we go. Okay, so it's a little bit cleaner, okay? I just like it like that, okay? It's a little bit cleaner. I'm going to say maybe margin left 2, actually. Okay, good.
Where did you put the margin left on? On the heart?
On the actual... Oh, no. I put a margin left on the chevron icon. See this one? The chevron icon. That's the one I put.
Oh, the chevron one. Okay, yeah.
So good.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay,
yeah.
that looks good. Guys, we've got the navigation bar done. Guys, give yourself a round of applause for navigation bar.
Hey.
Guys, by the way, on YouTube, guys, let's go ahead and like this video if you guys are enjoying what you're watching. We really appreciate that. Okay, like the video. Let's get us to 1,000 likes. That would be amazing. Let's get this video out to more people so more people see the Amazon Clone 2.0. That would mean so much to us. Okay, so if you guys give it a like, that would be great. That helps us out on the YouTube algorithm, and of course, it helps us out in general. All right, it lets us know that we're doing great. That's what it does. So. All right. Dun. Alrighty. So we've got our Amazon. Jesse's also really pumped. So we've got our navigation bar. The next thing we need to work on is going to be on our sidebar. So you can see this is our sidebar right here. Boom, right there. Okay, looks really good. Ooh. I like it. I know. So let's work on our sidebar, of course, and let's see how it actually looks like in general. All right. We have currently the following thing. We have this rectangle here. It's called the main section. Okay, and then this is inside the main section. We have the sidebar inside here, like that. Okay, everybody still with me, by the way, on here on Zoom? Everybody still with me on YouTube? I'm sure you guys are. Yes, beautiful. Again, if you guys are not with me, that's okay. Just feel free to watch this video later on. Okay, and just keep watching this. All right. So let's create our sidebar. Let me go back to my Amazon project. Let me go ahead and put it on the left hand side. Oh, that's not what I want. Okay, good. All right. And what I'm going to do is the following. So we've got this section, and I'm actually going to minimize it. What I like to do is I like to do like this. I like to see, okay, you see this, the div class header, minimize it, Done. So now we're done with the header, and I just minimize it. And you just simply click on this little.
Ooh.
Now I know it's called the chevron icon. You click on the chevron icon.
Fancy, right? I also didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. So that's funny. Okay. And then let's go ahead and do div class main. And inside this main, this is where we need to create our sidebar section. So let's do that right now. Okay.
Awesome. Can you give me a live share?
I sent you the link, Jesse.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's the same link as before.
Oh.
Okay, just try using that link. Okay.
Thanks. Yeah.
Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and do div class is equal to, what should we call it, guys? Anybody have an idea? What should we call this? What should we call this? Hey, Jesse's trying to join. She's trying to take over here. Careful, guys. Careful. Jesse will take over. All right. Class. And then we'll say
ready or not, here I come.
Main dash sidebar. Okay. That's going to be the left sidebar that we have on the left hand side, which is this one. Okay. And then what should we call this section right here? What should we call this section? Anybody know? What should we call this section? I have an idea. For this section, we should call it on the main section. Sorry, it's not too creative, but it is what it is. Div class is equal to main dash section. All right, so we get two sections now, which is great. Left to right. Let's focus on now the sidebar section. For the sidebar section, a few things we're going to make that happen. Okay, let me see. So for the sidebar section, number one, let's give it a width. So for the sidebar, I'm going to say width is -1-5. So width -1-5 is basically, if I go to my Tailwind CSS documentation, if I go to width here, right, 1/5 is going to be with 20%. That's what that means. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to that. Okay, let's also give it a background color. So I'm going to say for this, I'm going to say BG. Oh, Jesse's trying to join again. Dan, Jesse's just trying to, she's just like, BG gray 900. So I'm going to say BG dash gray dash 900. So I'm going to save that.
Oh.
And we don't see nothing yet. Because why? Because yes, we have a width, but the issue is we don't have a height. That's the issue, guys. Okay, so we don't have a height. So let's do that right now. And I'm going to say the height is actually going to be very interesting because the height is going to be the full height of the screen. So check this one out. I'm going to go to this the main section, and I want to say, you know what? The height of this whole main section is going to be h-screen. That's right. It's very interesting. It's maybe you haven't seen this one before, but it's like this. Where is it here? h-screen. And how do we get that? Because if I go here, height, that screen is height 100 VH. So 100 VH is 100 vertical height. So whatever the vertical height is off the browser, that's the height it's going to take up. Okay. All right. Next thing what we're going to do is we're going to say, okay, flex, because right now flex is going to make it from left to right. So save this. Boom, right there. You see what just happened? Because I made it flex, okay, it said, hey, you know what? This div needs to take up as much height as possible, which in our case it is because the parent div is taking up the full height of, the actual screen, right? And then the other divs are going to take up as much as possible as well because they are flex items, okay? So we've got that. Let's go ahead and do a border. I'm going to say border gray 700 in here. So I'm going to say border gray 700, okay, to give it a border, but there's no border right now. And instead I'm going to do border top -2, okay? So border top -2. Oh, Jesse's trying to read it right again. Dang, Jesse. Right, and there we go. We just added a border to the top section right here. You guys can see that? Boom, right there. Okay. So we've got that. We got our border gray. Let's go ahead, honestly, and that's it for now. Okay. Next thing, let's go ahead and.
Ooh.
I know it's pretty cool, right?
It looks so good, though.
I know.
It looks so good.
Looks so good.
Yeah.
I like it too. Inside here, what we also need to think about is the fact that these are categories. But you see, because there's padding on the left-hand side, on the right-hand side, from the top, from the bottom, we need to create a div around this right here,
Ooh.
right? To make sure that we make that padding actually work. So I'm going to say here, div class. Oh, where are you typing? Oh, Jesse.
Ooh.
Jesse, okay.
Wait,
okay.
are you not going to do it inside of here?
You're right. You're right.
No.
You continue typing. That's right. Just do it. Just do it. There we go.
Thank you. Sidebar categories.
That's right.
Okay, guys, so what are we going to be putting inside of the sidebar categories? Makes sense, right? Categories. Well, first of all, we got that fancy first categories label, I would say. So let's make another div class for that. Okay, and let's say, wait. Okay, yeah, div class, boom. Oh, div class. Okay, my indentation is on point. Okay, and we're gonna give that text. We're gonna give it a color of 500. Okay, we haven't made the text yet, guys. So wait a minute. Okay, and when we are upon that text, we're gonna give it a cursor pointer. Okay, should I start with this though?
And what you can call it is you can
don't
call
think
it.
So, but
that's right. That's good. So you don't need that. So what you can call this actually div, because this div is a category. You can call it a main category. So we can say, hey, you know what? This is called a sidebar dash main dash category right here. You see, right there.
Okay.
So this tells exactly what it is, right? And we don't need anything crazy inside here, right? Hold on, Jesse.
No, we don't.
No,
Yeah, we don't. Hey. The end? Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
Good.
But we do need that icon with the 4 squares. And we need the word categories, of course.
That's right. So to get the icon with the 4 squares, I'm going to go to hero icons and I'm going to say, I don't even know. What did I say? What was the name of that?
View grid.
Grid?
View grid. So view hyphen grid.
This one right here. So I'm going to say type in grid into my search. I'm going to copy SVG from the view grid. Okay. Right there. And Jesse already copied and pasted it inside here. Thank you, Jesse. And then after that, I'm going to say categories. I'm going to give the text categories. So let's go and do that right now.
But should we put this in the span class?
We will. But that's going to come in a second here. We will.
Okay.
That's right. So I'm going to say categories, just like this. I'm going to say span categories inside here. And why am I doing span? Because when I don't like to leave text just like out like that. I like to give text a little bit of span so I can maybe control the styling later on. So I'm going to span, and I'm going to say categories right here. Categories. Okay. Save that. Nice. And then we can put a span around that too, because we can actually we want to give like a width later on. So we want to actually, encapsulate it into a certain width / height. So let's put a span around that one. Like this. And I'm going to add the closing tag of the span to the bottom as well. Boom, right there. Okay, beautiful. Okay, that looks good. I'm going to hit enter right here so I can just put it on the next section. Nice, right there. Okay, so we got the SVG, we've got the span. That looks really good. And then let's now add some styling to it. So for number one, we see the categories and that little icon is just not looking too good. It's top to bottom. You guys know the drill way to do this one. How to make it from left to right. Very simple. You guys know the drill? That's right. Flex.
Flex it.
Flex it, but not forget it. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but right. Flex. Nice. Also for the span, let's give it a weight. So I'm gonna say width -8. Just a little bit smaller. Okay. Oh no, class with -8.
Mhm.
Class. It's going to be with -8. Just make it a little bit smaller. Nice. Right? Or just actually give it a width. Okay. And then what I want to do is I want to give the whole thing some padding, guys. Okay. Now, because you can see this is all the way on the edge icon, which I don't like. I don't like that at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give a padding of 6. Remember how we created this sidebar category so we can control it? Well, if I just do P-6, boom, you see? It pushed everything from the inside, right? So it pushed everything from
Oh, wow.
That's right. So from the left, from the top, from the left right here, from the right here, and of course from the top as well. It pushed everything like that, okay? That's it. And so then what we want to do is let's go ahead and also make it a font bold because it's bold right now. So I'm going to say on here on the sidebar main category, I'm going to say font dash bold.
So guys, this is on the sidebar categories.
That's
indeed.
right. It's in the sidebar categories, right?
Main category, yeah.
That's right. So we got the font bold. That's looking all good. And right now, nothing too crazy that we need to focus on too much, right? Because it's not necessary right now. So instead, what I'm going to do is the following. Let's go ahead and do this, okay? Let's move on to the next one, which is going to be this Echo and Alexa, which is not the main category, but it's a subcategory. So I'm going to create another div right now, right there. So let's create another div underneath this, okay? And then I'm going to say div class is equal to, and here I'm going to call it a sidebar. Also, I'm going to call it sidebar main category. So I'm going to sidebar dash main dash category. Category. Okay, great. And this is going to have a what? A span of what? Echo and Alexa. Not and, but and. Alexa, good. Echo and Alexa, okay? And then here's what I'm going to do. We're also going to put the span of the SVG image. So I'm going to say span, but there is no SVG image. That's the interesting portion, right? It's an empty span with the width of 8. Look. Why? Because that is what will align everything else together. So if I look at it like this, right? And I simply just copy whatever we have here. So for example, we have all these classes for this sidebar main category. I'm going to copy all these text yellows and stuff like that. I'm going to put it in the class right here. Boom, save that. Go to the Amazon. See, very simple, right? A similar structure. But of course, I don't want that just like that. So I'm going to remove the text yellow because we don't need that right now. Okay. Okay, and instead I'm going to do text white. Nice, text and white, okay? Now, of course, if I make this bigger, you can see that it will expand later on to something. So it's right there, right there. Good, 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 good. And then also what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a small, what's it called? A small padding. And also I want to give it a small margin. So for the margin of categories, I'm going to go to the margin of categories. I'm going to say margin bottom -4. Boom, that pictures everything else. And I'm going to do P-2 to give it some padding as well. Just again, it's creating a lot of space, which is what I like, okay? So we get text white. We got the items, what's it called? It's in there as well. We have the P2. We've got that, we got that. Let's go ahead and now copy this. Okay, and all we do is now replicate it. So I'm going to say copy, and now just keep replicating it. So I'm going to copy, paste, pasta, I like to call it. And then instead of Echo and Alexa, I'm going to say what, Jesse? I'm going to say Kindle. Let's say Kindle. Boom, done, okay? There's that one. Then I'm going to copy this one again. I know, it's crazy, just copy and pasting, huh? Then we have books. That's what, thank you, Jesse. I'm going to copy again, I'm going to say electronics. There we go. And then we're going to copy one more time. And this time we're going to say home and garden. Nice. Then one last time, we're going to copy and paste. We're going to say fashion. Nice. Save that. Amazon. Oh shit, that looks horrible. I mean, not that bad actually. No, actually not that bad. Not that bad. So I think we just need to give every single one of our sidebar main categories a little bit of maybe padding or a little bit of margin so that they're spaced out a little bit more, because I feel like they're not spaced out enough. Am I right, Jesse?
But wait, now it looks good.
Wait, where?
You refreshed it.
I don't like it. I think we can space it out even more a little bit, honestly.
Oh, you mean like the bottoms? Yeah. Well, we have to give it a margin bottom each of those categories then, right?
That's right. So I'll do that right now.
Oh, okay. I would say a margin bottom of about 4 something.
I would say 2. I would say margin bottom 2, Jesse.
Margin bottom 2?
That's right, margin bottom 2. So let's go to the Echo Alexa, and we'll do, for this one, we'll do MB-2. Save that. That pushes it more to the bottom. Then we go to the other one. We'll do MB-2 for this one. Okay. Pushes it a bit more. Let me see here so I can show it to you guys. There we go. Nice. Nice. Okay. Same thing with the books. MB-2. Thank you, Jess. Oh, dang. Jess is writing in multiple places. She's fancy. All right. Right there. That just pushed it a little bit more, which I like. And I think this margin bottom 3, 4 is a little too big. So I'm going to say margin bottom 3 instead. Yeah. Maybe I remove the margin fully. Let me see. Yeah. I kind of like that. And then also, what I want to make sure that this does happen, if you take a look at our categories, you can see that our Echo and our Alexa kind of are on the same page. You see that from the left to right hand side, this is kind of on the same page. The reason why that's not happening is, there's a few reasons why that's not happening. It's actually because of, one, we have a padding here, but we don't have a padding here. So if I do, for example, P2, right? Okay, see right there. Echo and Alexa just align together, you see? Align together with the categories. Same thing with the other ones. Also P-2. Boom. Boom, align together. Next one. P-2.
But padding 2, guys.
What is it?
Padding 2, guys, means padding on all sides of the div. So left, right, top, bottom.
P-2.
Okay.
P-2. Okay.
P-2.
Because we've added a padding, we might not need the margin. So actually, I'm going to remove this for a second. I know. We did this for no reason.
Why?
Boom. Boom. Save that. Hey, now it's clean. That's the way I like it, okay? Good. One thing I want to add now at this point is this right here is called the active page, right? Category. This is called the active page. And so whenever I hover over this, I'm going to have it like this. But this is called the active page. So we need to create that active section, okay? To create the active section, let's go ahead and go back to our... Nazari, let's go. We need to go back to our Amazon app right here. And we need to give it a background color. So we need to say, for example, you need to say here. So let's go to our cyber main category, the categories one. Right? Let's give it a background color and we say BG gray. So go ahead, Jesse. BG gray 700.
BG gray 700.
Boom. Okay. We have the BG gray 700 now. Let's now add the round corners. So let's add the rounded corners now, Jesse, okay?
The rounded, how rounded do we want to have it?
Large. So rounded -LG. Nice. Let's go ahead and save that. Okay, looking much better. Let's also make it a cursor pointer if we don't have it just yet.
We do have that.
We do have that. Where is it? Okay, we do. Save that. Okay, good. Looking really good. Okay. I'm I'm liking this. I'm liking where it's going. Now, just like how we have it in here, same situation, right? Let's go ahead and add a hover and let's do sell on Amazon and then help. So let's focus on these few ones, okay? So let's do sell on Amazon. Let's do those ones. So I'll scroll down. Okay, we have this div. So I'm going to say, I'm going to copy pasta. This one. And then let's do this one. I'm going to say here, sell on Amazon. Amazon, right? Just how we have it in our last section. And then we have help. Boom. And then this is going to be help. Boom. Boom. Help, right? So save that one. And then let's go ahead and do the following. Let's go ahead and add a class to it that's going to be, or not an SVG of the following. So we had the SVG for the percent. So if I go to percentage sign, let's go to hero icons. Oh, they don't have percent. That's sad. Why would you not have percent? It's such a simple icon. You know, but you know, that's it is what it is. So that's okay. In that case, what we'll do is we'll use another icon library called Font Awesome. Font Awesome. Right there. Okay. Let me go ahead and go to it. Good. Let's go to icons. Let's search up search. No, not search, but what is it called? Percent. Nice. Good. So we got the percent icon. Let me see where it's at. Right there. So we're going to go to this one. Okay. And so this tells us that we need to use this iClass. So let's copy HTML. I'll give it to you guys in HTML right now. All right. Let's do it right now together. Boom. iClass. That's good. Let's put that into our span, which is the sell on Amazon. Good. Right there. And of course, it's not going to show up, guys. But check this out. If I go to the document, or if I go to my Amazon 2.0, you can see it's not really going to show up. Why is that? Because we have not imported Font Awesome just yet. So what we do is we actually have the Font Awesome ready for you. I have it ready right here, so you can copy and paste it. Let me see. Oh, come on, Azadi. I'm trying to get it for you guys. There we go. I've got the Font Awesome link for you here. Boom.
Ooh, Font Awesome.
No, not that one. Not that one. Hold on, guys. No, not that one either. Oh, actually, no, it is that one. Hold on. I want to make sure it's all good.
Hold on.
That's the one. So right here,
Hey.
let's go do it here. So let's put it near our other link. And so this is going to be our link for Font Awesome. So everybody with me? Yes? Everybody got it? Bueno. Just copy that, put it into your link URL, okay? Michael, do you need to pay for Font Awesome? No, you don't. Okay, muy bueno. So now if I do this iClass thing, check this out. All of a sudden, it shows up. Oh yeah. Okay, we got the sell on Amazon. Let's do the help now icon. This kind of gives you some exposure to different types of icon libraries. So help. Or a question, or whatever it is. Come on. No. This one. Question circle. Click on that one. Click on this. Copy HTML. Boom. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. And then I'm going to give it into iClass just like that. Boom. Right there. Nice. Okay. Beautiful. So that is working all good. I'm liking this. Let's go ahead and go back to our document and see how that's working. All right. So let's go and create the hover section. This is a really cool part about Tailwind CSS, by the way. Just want to let you guys know, okay? So let me go ahead and do this. Second here. this is a really cool part about Tailwind CSS is that they have hover solutions. So if I go to Tailwind CSS and I say hover BG background right there. So you can see, for example, I can say hover, and then on the hover, whatever I want it to be. So maybe it's BG red. In my situation, I'm gonna say hover, and I'm gonna say the following. I'm gonna say hover, and then let me make sure it's all good. Oh, right here. Hover BG gray 700 right here, guys. BG gray 700. So I'm gonna say hover on the cell on Amazon. Look at this, guys. Right there. Okay. Hover on this one. Hover on this one. Let's see how that works out. All right. Okay. It's there. Okay. But it still looks hideous, which is okay because we need to do a rounded. So I'm going to say this, the following now. I'm going to say rounded -XL for the cell on Amazon. See? This looks good. And then let's do rounded as well -XL for the other one too. So for this one as well. Nice. Look at that, guys. Look at this. What do you guys think so far? We've got the sidebar. Maybe give it a little more space. And that's the only thing I would say that. Margin bottom maybe 4. So let's do this right here on the cell on Amazon. Let's do MB-4. Just so we space it out just a little bit more. Yeah, there we go. I'm liking this now. I'm liking now. Hey, let's go. So we've got that portion now, guys. Okay, that's good. Let's go and continue on. So sidebar is.
That looks so nice.
Yes, that's right. All right. Thank you guys so much. Sidebar is done. Only one more section down to go, which is going to be what? It is now this section. Now, this section is a lot of fun actually, and I'm going to recommend this to you right here. It's a lot of fun because we get to build this really cool banner, okay? We get to build this really cool popular categories, and then we'll get to build the hot deals section. And that's it. You guys still with me? Stretch it out if you have to. I know we've been here for a long time. Woo!
Come on, guys, keep it up. Hey.
All right, good. So let's go ahead and continue on. All right, we did all of this kind of stuff, which is a lot of fun. Alrighty, let's go. Okay, so browse products. The first thing we need to work on is going to be the banner. Let's go back to our code. All right, let's go back to our code. And our code is a lot of different things. We've gone the header, we've done that. So pat yourself on the back for that. Header is good, okay? We've got the main section, the sidebar categories. That's good. Pat yourself on the back for that. Okay, I'm patting myself because I'm proud of myself. There you go.
Is that how patting yourself on the back?
Yeah, that's how I pat myself on the back.
I love it.
That's right. So now we've got the main section, okay? And in this main section, the first thing we're going to focus on is going to be this main banner, Jesse, right? So let's go to create this main banner, Jesse. Are you, by the way, in the collaboration section or no? Are you here?
Collaboration?
Are you collaborating with me?
Yes, I am. I am.
Cool. Let's go ahead and do
I
this.
always am collaborating with you.
Okay. Well, I'm just...
Yes,
I know you have
I am collaborating with you. Okay?
Okay, go ahead.
So, that said, guys, first of all, we are gonna get that banner from somewhere, of course. So, if you look upon the Amazon website, you'll see lots of fun banners you can actually choose from, which are mostly just big horizontal pictures. Okay? So Naz, if we can go to the Amazon site, yes, amazing.
I like my recent order, guys. You guys see my recent order? That's a pretty cool order, guys, no?
What is it?
It's a dart like
A
those
Nerf
little
gun?
Nerf gun.
Oh no. Okay, I knew that too well, huh? Yeah, I got little cousins, so that's why.
Yeah.
So,
But you see,
so
but they
that
have
said, guys. So
these
yeah,
right here. That's what they have. Is they have these specific sections right here. See? So, for example, this is they're promoting right now. They're Fast and Furious right now, right? But for example, this one right here is oh dang, it's on Prime. That's pretty cool. I should probably watch that.
Vin Diesel, yo.
Yeah. But anyways, we're not sponsored by them, so let's continue on. But they had these banner images, and so we found this really cool banner image that looks a lot like kind of like this, right? Which just talks about we ship over 45 million products around the world, and the image that is here's the link. So actually, I have the link for you right here. Let me give them the link right here, Jesse. Okay. Let me give them the link right here in a second here. Where's the link? There's the link. Where's the link? Do you see the link? I don't see the link.
I don't see the link though, but you copied it, no?
I know. Oh, because it's not. Oh, okay. I know. Actually, I know what the link is.
I know.
I know it now.
Yeah.
So
you know where it is?
Yeah,
Okay,
I know,
great.
I know. So here's the link, guys. I'm gonna give it to you guys in Zoom, and for those of you for those of you on YouTube, you guys can copy it as well. So I don't know why did we discontinue chat on Zoom. There we go. So here's your link on Zoom, guys. Okay. And those of you who are on YouTube, don't worry about it. We'll figure this portion out. So let's go ahead and create the div. We'll need to create the div called main section banner. So I'm gonna say here div class is equal to main dash section dash banner. Okay. That's going to be our main section banner div, right? And for this main section banner div, we're going to give it a height and we're going to give it a width as well. All right. So let's give it a height, Jesse. And this height is going to be, let me see where it is.
Yeah, about 10, I would say. Or wait, no, bigger.
Yeah. I would say probably H of 44.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I would say probably H of dash 44.
44 indeed. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's kind of the most of it. But once we've got that, that's all we need to focus on, right? Because here's why. I'm gonna save this here for a second, and I'm going to go to my style CSS. Remember how we linked the style CSS? So you see the style sheet right here. Where do we have this style sheet, which is coming from Tailwind CSS. Let's link our own style to CSS, because here's why. So I'm going to go ahead and do link rel.
Is that because Naz, we're trying to make a button browse products on top of an image?
That's right. So I'm gonna say here, I'm gonna say style.css right there. Okay, that's right. And then inside of my own style CSS, I'm gonna say main. What is it called? Main
section banner
dash banner. Okay.
Banner.
Banner right there. And now I'm going to give it a background image, guys. This is where this difference is. The reason why it's not HTML, because we're giving the background image, because why? We have things on top of it. You see, we have this is going to be a background image, and then this button is on top of that background image. So that's what we're doing, a background image on there. So to make a background image, we say background dash what? Dash image. And all we do is what? We say URL, we give it a URL, and the URL is just the URL that we got, which is going to be this one right here. Those of you who are on YouTube, feel free to figure to copy paste that one. Thank you for adding those parentheses. That's awesome. If we save that now and we go back to Amazon 2.0, nothing's going to happen. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Because why? And I'm trying to figure out why actually right now, but I know why. Because of flex. It's because of flex. So if we need to kind of go back to the main screen and we need to say flex on it. So here's, if I go to index.html and I go to my main section, inside here, I'm going to say H of 44, but I'm going to say width width dash full. Okay. Do we have any of that? No. Not necessarily. No. Let me go right click inspect that one. This one, let's see what's going on in here. So it's not showing up for some reason, but I'm sure there's a reason for it. So main. Okay, main is good. Get the sidebar, we get the main section. Oh, that's why. That's why.
Why?
That's right. So what's going on here is, look at this. So guys, pay attention to this, okay? You see what's going on here is that we have flex right here, okay? And so this is right here, this whole full thing that's flex, right? Right there, right? Then, let me go and make that happen again so you guys can see it. Okay. We have sidebar categories.
Oh, they're coming to us.
Huh? What?
They're coming to get you.
I know. Somebody's going to come to get me.
You don't
It's
hear
okay.
it? You don't hear this? Okay. So we have the main section, and then we have the main section banner. Okay.
But here's the thing.
So
This main section, guys, has no width right now. Because if you see it, look at this.
Oh, yeah.
So main section, right? Nothing, right? I look at the sidebar, it has a width, but this has nothing. It's 0. It has a height, which is great, but it's 0. Well, how do we make it a width of 100%? Or how do we make it sure that this main section just takes up the rest of the width? Honestly, it's not that hard. Because with flex, if I go to Tailwind CSS, and I say, for example, flex. It says flex. That's right. Flex 1. Flex 1 is what's going to make sure that it actually stretches out as much as possible. So I will go back to my application here. I will go back
so if we give it a flex 1, the main section will take up all of the remaining space that is available.
That's right. So I'm going to say flex 1. So I'm going to save that. Hey, you see? Right there. See? Just like that.
Oh, there we go.
I know.
Hey.
Pretty proud of that. So I'm like, yay, I got this.
Yeah.
I still got my groove, you know? That's good. So let's go back to the main section. Let's also give it some padding, guys, because I like that padding right here. I'm going to say padding. I'm going to say padding -6.
6.
Right? That's going to push everything to the side. All right, good. Next thing you know, we have the image inside here, which is great. That's exactly what we want to have. But we need to center the image because right now it's just kind of wonky. It's just kind of everywhere, which I don't like. So if we go inside the CSS, and instead of doing a background image like this, I'm going to say the following. I'm going to say background position, center. So right away, you see it's going to position the background center. But then the following, and I'm going to say background size cover. And so what cover does, okay, and pay attention to this. Cover is going to try to fill up as much of the container as possible while making sure that it does fill it all up. So basically, you will know exactly that it will fill it all up, but I will try to fill it up as much as possible. So the width of the actual image is always going to be 100% of the width of the parent container, right? That's why that's so important. And so then what we're going to do, if we go back to inside HTML, let's make section better. In order to make it round, what do we do, guys? Tell me. What do you do to make it round? Who remembers? What do we do? Who remembers? Radius. That's right. We do radius. But in Tailwind CSS, who can figure out what we do in Tailwind CSS? Yeah, that's right. So we can do rounded. That's right. We'll do rounded -LG actually. I'm going to say rounded. I'm going to say rounded -LG. Boom. Save that. And nothing's going on right now as well. Oh, wait. What happened here? Hey, actually it is. There we go. Rounded -LG.
Yeah, I was about to say.
There we go. That looks pretty dang good. Okay. So then the next thing we need to do after that is we need to add that browse product. So let's go ahead, Jesse. Let's go ahead and add that button, Jesse.
Yeah, for sure. So the button, I always like to make them buttons myself, so I'm going to give it a div class. I'm going to call it button. Okay. And yeah, the text inside of the button, of course, is going to be browse products. So inside of this div, I'm just going to say browse products. Okay, like that. Very simple. Okay, then of course I'm going to style the button up. What's the background color? It is white. So I'm always starting off with the background color, which is background white. I know that the width is, I'm going to give it a 36. And I'm going to give a height of 10. Okay, so I should see something square come up. Boom. There it is.
Nice.
It's super ugly.
Boom.
But let's make it better, okay? Whoop, there it is. We're going to make it rounded, okay? And I think it's a full rounded because it's like a full circle.
So
And,
nice.
Yes. But as you can see, the browse products, those words are not like centered, right? So it's super ugly still. So I'm going to give it a flex. I'm going to say justify center, and I'm going to say items center. So it is totally in the middle of that button. Okay? In the middle of that. I think I need to give it some padding. Is that correct?
No, you're good. You're good. That's fine.
Or is it correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think just.
Then on the left side, I'm going to give it some margin 4. Okay, so it doesn't touch the left side, I think. Did it help?
It did.
M4?
Of course it is going to help. Well, it did. Yes, it did.
Ooh.
But it also added a margin to the top. So make sure it's margin left 4, Jesse.
Okay. Oh, margin left 4. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, doop, boop, boop. Okay.
Nice. Good.
And okay, let's give it a cursor pointer because once we're hovering over the button, we wanted to get that little hand. Plus, guess what? That button is now at the top of the banner.
So how do how do we switch that? So
the button, if you could items like we're centering things vertically. You can also put things at the end vertically.
That's interesting.
So on the parent container, on the main section banner, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say flex, of course, flex, and I'm gonna say items end. And okay, I lost the G of thank you.
I got it. Gotcha. Oh, okay. I like it. I like where this is going.
Then, of course, there's a margin bottom we should add because now the button is touching the end. So that's why I think I had margin 4, not as ML, but just like this.
Okay, let's save that. Okay, I see what you mean. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Now let's go ahead and change the color of the text.
Oh yeah. So what's the color of the text? That is orange. That orange class. So let's first make an H4. Let's put browse products inside of it. Okay. And you can give also this H4. You can also give it a class for Tailwind. Okay. And you can bold just easily like this. Text hyphen bold. And then boom. We're gonna make it that yellow. Significant Amazon color, boom.
Hey, let's go. So right there.
500.
So we've got the products, the browse products button. That's it. That's all you guys need to do, right? We've created a div that's just simply just a button, right? It's got all these different classes like justify center, items center, right? To make them centered, right? And then that creates the centering of the products, okay? And that's it. That's all you guys need to do. All right, so we've got our banner that's done, guys. You guys still with us? Yes. Brian, Samir, Darius, Monique. Good. Our next portion is going to be popular categories. So let's go ahead and get those, okay?
Yeah. This one's so fun, these categories.
So we've got the main section. We've got the main section banner. Let's create another div here. I'm going to call it class is equal to main main I want to say
Section category.
main section dash categories.
Yes.
And I'm going to create one last div here that's going to represent the hot deals. Okay? The hot deals. So I'm going to say div inside here, div class is equal to what? It's so funny. Main dash section dash deals. That's
Deals.
it. Okay? Let's close this one up. Save that in there. All good, all good, all good. That's looking great. Let's focus now on the popular categories. So what do we have in there? Well, the first thing we need to take a look at is we've got this text popular categories, and then we have a few of these little SVG icons that represent the categories. Okay? So let's create the text first, Jesse. Okay? Let's create our text first.
Yeah. So very simple, guys. Again, I'm just gonna say start off with an H1 class, and I'm gonna say popular. Oops, that it has to be inside of it, of course.
That's right. Yeah. Otherwise not
popular
coding.
Categories. Okay. And again, I can style this up, of course. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say class, and let's give it that popular categories tag. Okay. And first of all, what I notice about this is it's a bold font. Okay, so we're gonna say font bold.
Again, how you get that is if you go to Tailwind CSS, if you say bold, for example, right, that gives you right there. See, font bold, and that just translates to a CSS class property called font weight 700. That's it.
And it's so easy to work with that, guys, because once you know these utility classes, once you know the name of it, you just go like, oh, font bold, or font extra bold, or whatever. So that's it. Let's continue, okay? Font bold, and then text gray 700. Oops.
Oh, good. So text gray, that's right. Text gray 700. And then once we've got that, I'm going to save that.
Yep.
Save that. All right, beautiful. All right, let's give it a bigger font size. Can we give it a bigger font size, Jesse?
Awesome. Yeah, you can. So that's very easy in Tailwind. You can just say text, and normally you can say XL, but if you want it really big, twice as big, you say 2XL.
Your light just keeps falling. It's so funny.
Then there was lights.
Yeah, no, I know.
I am the lights. Okay.
I know.
So that's it, guys. Now we have popular categories. But what else do we see next to popular categories?
I don't know.
We see
a star.
Guess what? A star.
Ooh, do I get a star?
A star.
Can I get a star?
I'm a star.
I like stars. I like stars. So let's go ahead and search up for. I know. So let's search up for a star. Okay, right here, and here's a star right here from SVG. Let's copy our SVG for the star. I'll paste it in for you guys. Oops, right there. That's your star. Okay, let's paste our star into where? Where's our star, Jesse? After the H1, correct? All right. Boom. Let me see here.
Boom.
Let me see where our star is. Look at the star. Oh, it's so pretty.
Star. That's right. Show me the star.
That's right. So pretty. So pretty. So what do we do now with that star, though, Jesse? Well, a few things. We need to make sure. We need to make sure it's from left to right. So the first thing we need to do is the fact that we need to say, hey, you know what?
Flex it.
Flex it.
Yeah. Flex it.
Well.
Wait, are you gonna flex? No, inside. I would flex it inside of the.
Yeah, it's on the H1.
Popular categories.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
That's fine. That works too. Sometimes. Yeah, that works too. So I put the SVG inside the H1, guys. Okay. There we go.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So that it's the same color as the popular categories. And then I'm going to say flex on the H1.
Yeah. On
there
the H1.
I'm going to say item center.
Yes.
Boom. There you go. And then
Oh, guys, look at that. Now the categories, popular categories, H1 is perfectly aligned with the star next to it due to flex and item center. Okay, and justify.
that's
No,
right.
only item center. Sorry. So that said, guys, let's change up the star, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Because the star is a little bit on maybe the big side. What do you
Mhm.
think, Nas?
Yeah. So I'm gonna say let's go and give it a class, Jesse.
Yeah.
Good.
And then we're
Okay.
a height of 6
Mm-hmm.
and a width of 6.
And then let's
Also,
give it a
I want
orange
to
color.
change it to yellow. So text yellow 400. Okay, can we save this?
Oh, categories. That's an interesting
Ooh.
one.
Get the glories. That's not correct.
Yeah. So let's save that one. Good. Something happened with that one. Popular cat.
So somebody said there's already a class in SVG. Sometimes Tailwind indeed already gives its own class, so you need to remove that second class. Only have one class in your SVG.
There we go. Popular
Okay,
categories.
guys.
Okay, good. I'm liking that one. Okay.
So it looks pretty good now. However, always when you work with text or when you work with sections, guys, there's always one thing you always want to make sure,
Which is?
like we did with the other things, spacing,
Ah, yes, that's so good.
right?
That's so important.
Spacing.
Yeah, that's so important.
So let's give this main section categories at the total top, so it's not touching the banner here, but I'm highlighting here. Let's give this a margin bottom of 10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Let's see what happens now. No? Nothing happens?
So the main section category, I think what you want to do instead on this one is, let me see, margin bottom 10. Oh, it's not live reloading, I think. That's why.
Oh.
Yeah, open live server. Let me see. Let's check one more time. No, the same thing. So inspect element. Let's see what's going on. It's okay. We can always find out what's going on here just by looking into it. So we got the H1, which is here. We got the main section categories. Oh, okay. So it's not respecting the main section. So, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Why? I see where it's coming from. Okay. Instead, what I would do sometime, instead of doing like a margin bottom on the main categories, what I would do is actually margin top. I think that's a little bit better instead of doing that.
Ah, okay. Sorry, wait. Margin
go.
top.
So save that. There we go.
My live server working? Oh yeah, okay.
Margin top. That's right. So we've got the popular categories there. Next thing what we need to do is we need to create these little icons. This is gonna be really interesting. So let's go and create those icons, Jesse. Okay. So
Yeah.
you go ahead and do that.
I would first to have more control. I would put all of these icons in another div. Okay, so I'm going to make a div class called categories. Okay, categories. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And inside of these div categories, boom, 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 do, do, do. So like this, guys, be a little patient. And then, of course, we're gonna put each icon inside of this div called categories, okay? So the first one is an icon of, let's call it desktop, okay?
Nice,
so icon desktop,
Mm-hmm.
okay? And we're going to give it a height of 20 and a width of 20. Okay, let's start off with this first. Okay, so weight 20, okay, and then close this off. And inside of the div, of course, we're going to have an SVG class. Okay, we're going to have an SVG class. And guess what? We are taking that SVG class from the Tailwind Heroic Icons library.
There we go.
Okay.
Going to paste it into here. Done.
Thank you. What a service. Wow.
I know.
So,
good.
That said, inside of this SVG, we're going to give it also a certain height and width again, okay? So SVG class height or H12 W12. Okay? Plus, we don't want it to stay, what is it now? Black. We want it to be grayish. Okay? So text gray 500. Okay, and this is the SVG itself.
That's right.
But look, if we look at our design, we saw that they have like white surroundings around it, like a white background.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's go back to on line 115, as you can see here, to the icon itself, and let's give it a background of white.
Mm-hmm. Save that.
To make it rounded, so rounded XL. And are we seeing something?
Not seeing anything just yet, and I know why. It's because the actual background of this whole main section is very different. So you see, what we need to do, because if you do background white, it's still white because the whole background is white. The whole thing is white. So what we need to do is we need to change the background of the whole actual main section, and then that changes a lot of things. Exactly. That's right.
Main section at line 101 indeed has a background of grayish.
That's right. So if I go to
BG,
let's see, scroll back up. Where is it? If I go to the main site, that's right. So it's actually background BG gray. Is it 900 or is it 100? Huh?
No, 100.
Okay,
100.
Thank you. So let's save that.
100.
There we go. See, very big difference. You see, now we have that's there. Okay. Now we've got the white color, so that differentiates from everything else. Now what we need to do is we want to go ahead and actually center the desktop icon in between the whole div. So let's do that right now, Jesse.
Right. So flex, justify center. You guys know the drill by now. Items center. Okay. Boom. The desktop should come into the middle.
Nice. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. Let's add a margin bottom on the whole thing. Okay. Let's do margin bottom. Margin bottom dash what? 5 maybe?
Yeah, something like that.
It's never actually, I think it's because of flex. Never actually listens to me. So if I do categories, right? And a list of categories and I do margin bottom. It's because it's just not let me just think here for a second.
I don't really see what's happening, so I always make things visible. So let's give it a color.
Oh, I know why. It's margin top, guys. Holy moly. My bad.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. That makes sense.
Okay. Great.
Margin top 5. Okay, good. So we've got one icon. Let's go and continue to doing the same thing, but for the other icons. Right, Jesse?
Right. So, let's go to the next one. Okay. We're going to make this a little bit faster. Okay, guys. The next one is going to be a gift. Right? So, icon, gift. And again, I'm just going to copy paste the top here. Okay. The top. So I'm just going to copy what I had on line 115. I'm just going to copy that and put it here. Boom. And then inside of here, I would need that gift SVG.
So let's go back to hero icon.
Okay.
Let's go to gift. Are we using this one or this one? Or the solid one? We're using the non-solid one. Okay, so copy SVG. Oh, you already got it. Never mind.
No, the not.
Yeah. So we've got.
So again, guys, when you have the SVG,
go ahead.
When you got the SVG, you're going to give it a height and a width of 12, just like we did with the previous icon. And you're going to give it a text gray of 500. And that's it, guys. You're going to repeat this process another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Okay.
We also need to remove. We can also remove this class right here. We don't need this class anymore, which comes default right here. What I would actually do, Jesse, is I would actually copy the whole thing. So copy this whole div. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Paste.
5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done. Awesome.
Let me go back to Amazon. Oh shit. Okay. So, okay, what do we know now? They're both vertical. How do we make them horizontal? Well, we know that the drill at this point, it's going to be using flex, right? So we go to main section and then we say flex on here. Wait, no, not here. We need to go to the categories section.
No, on categories.
That's right.
Yeah.
There we go. Nice. Beautiful. Okay. One other thing we need to add is also margin or is a padding or margin right on every single category. Okay. So let's do that as well.
But I would start doing that not from the first, from the second icon on. So from the second one, I'm going to add to each icon, I'm going to add a margin of 6. So guys, this is a very neat trick what you can do in VS Code. You can select a word. It has to be unique though. It has to be unique. So if you can see me highlighted, I'm highlighting items -center with a caret next to it. And then I'm going to say Command D, 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 D. And you can see my cursor multiplying. Do you see that?
We don't really see it, but probably it's there.
Now you can do this. ML.
There we go.
Oh shoot. Within the quotes, ML margin left of 6. Boom.
So instead of adding a margin right, Jesse added a margin left on the other icons. Okay. So right there, boom, right there. The only thing we are left to do with is we need to change these specific icons. So instead of having the gift icon, let's go ahead and there's a phone icon. So I'm going to copy the phone icon. I'm going to find a phone icon here. Phone, device, mobile. So copy SVG to this one. Let's go to our next one, which is which one? Where is it? We've got this is the desktop one. It's that one. That's right. Thank you.
So Naz, can we somehow, I think people are probably going to be asking for the SVG. So is there some easy way we can provide that to them?
Yeah, I'm sure we could. I'm going to go to device mobile one. Then the next one is going to be the book. The book icon.
Book.
Boom. Next one is going to be the camera icon.
Yes.
Next one after that is going to be the home icon.
Yeah, I love that one.
Where's the home icon?
Then we have the music icon.
Just this one. I'm going to paste it for you guys, to everybody to see. Boom. Then the last one is going to be which one? Then we have the music icon.
Light bulb one.
And the final one is going to be the light bulb one. Just this one. Copy SVG. Send it to you guys. Boom. Light bulb one. There we go. Beautiful. So we've got all these icons, and looks like Jesse's already covered it, which is good. And guys, look at this. The icons are already there. It's all already done. It is beautiful. One thing I'll add is probably let's remove the margin left on the first icon, Jesse. That's the only thing I will add on here. Let me go ahead and remove those popular icons. Where are those? Desktop icon. Margin left 6 on the first icon. Let's remove that one so that it's in line. And so I go to Amazon. Boom. Done. Okay. That's it. So popular categories are done, guys. Okay. The next category.
Oh, wow.
I know. It looks really good. So it's starting to really come together. We have one last thing to do. That's it, guys. One last thing.
Oh.
You guys still with us? I know this is a lot. There's a lot of stuff, guys, that we're doing here. Okay. A lot of things. But it's okay. Stay with us. We'll continue on. Okay. So hot deals. Let's go ahead and do this. So this point now we're working on is going to be something called the hot deal, which is the products section. Okay. First I'm going to create H1. So I'm going to do that right now. So I'm going to put myself to the right hand side. I'm going to give myself more space so you guys can see me better. All right. First one, H1. Okay. That's going to have a text of hot deals. And the way I like to do these icons, I'm just going to do an emoji icon. So fire emoji right there.
Hot dealers.
Hot dealers. And an emoji icon.
Hot dealers.
I can copy
Hot
paste. I can
dealers.
give you guys the emoji icon if you want. Boom. I give you guys the emoji icon. You just copy and paste it, and it works, honestly. Now, for this H1, of course, same class as the last time. I'm going to say class, and that's going to be equal to text dash 2XL for a larger class, font dash bold for a bold font, and text dash gray dash 700 for a gray text, and margin bottom dash 5 to add a margin bottom. Nice. Okay, let's see how that looks. Looking good. Okay, all right, so looking pretty good so far. Next up, let's go and create the main the actual main section of products, right? So I'm going to say div class, and these are going to be the actual products, which are these ones right here. You see, I'm just putting them into one div. That's all I'm doing, so I can put a margin around them and a padding. Okay, so div class is equal to main dash section dash products.
Ooh.
Product. Good. So the products, and honestly, that's kind of it. Now we need to create one product. So I'm gonna say div. This could be one product. Div class main dash product. Boom, right there. Close that div. We're all good, my friends. All right. That's right. For the actual main product, however, hold on, Jesse. Okay, that's fine. So we can create a product image. Okay, let's go and create the product image, and then after that, let's go to create a product name. So let me cover that. Hold on, just hold on. Hold on.
Sorry.
Sometimes we type over each other. Div class is equal to product dash name. Okay. All right. That's product name. What's the nice thing we have? We have a product name. Then we have a what is it? The product make. So let's do after that one is gonna be div class product dash make. Okay, that looks good. And after that one, what we have is what? Div class product dash rating. Okay, which just stepping right now. And the last one is going to be div class product dash price. Okay, div class equals product dash price. Okay. Okay, we got that. Those are the 4 things we need to make work. Right now, for the following deal, right? If you think about this, we have a product image. In the product image, what do we have, guys? What do we have in the product image? What do you guys think? Well, we have an actual image, right? So I'm going to say this. Let's say image. Class. No class for now. Just empty class for now. Most importantly, I'm going to give it a source. Okay? Where am I going to get the source? Good question. If I simply just go, for example, this is a Nintendo Switch. If I go to Google, if I just type in, for example, Nintendo Switch, Nintendo, so you can see I already typed it in beforehand, right there.
That's so fun, the Nintendo Switch. I love to play Mario Kart.
Yeah,
Mario
I've never
Kart
played it. Never played it. You click on Nintendo Switch, right click on one of these images, copy image address, and boom, source is going to be equal to that one. So source is equal to that image address. Boom, you see? That's it, guys. That's it. So now, if I go back to my document, holy moly. That's a big image. That's okay.
That's a big image.
I know, it's part of the deal. That's right. So then, for the product name, we got what? Nintendo Switch. So let's do that right now. Nintendo Switch. You can see how this turns around so fast. 2019. There we go. The product make is going to be Nintendo. Good. The product rating. Now, these are the stars, okay? Where do we get the stars? Well, if you simply just type in star emoji. Star emoji. Again, it just makes it easier for us. Boom, star emoji. I'm going to go this emoji star, and I'm going to copy this star. That's it. Just Command C, and then Control C if you're on Windows, and that's it. So Command C. And now let's do, how many stars you guys want to give for the Nintendo Switch? How many stars you guys want to give them? You guys want to be nice? You guys want to be
5
cool?
for sure.
How many stars?
Come on.
So you said 4.5. 3.5? 4. Oh, dang, you guys lied until the switch, huh? All right, so I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to say 4.5. How does that? No, not 5.4. 4.5 right there. Okay. I know. And the product price is going to be $290. So I'm going to say here, it's going to be like this. 290 flat. Is it actually 290? I don't remember, but that's okay. All right. So we got that portion. And if we look at our Amazon, it's pretty horrible, right? Especially this image, which looks the horrible of all. But this is where we can fix that because it's all dependent on how we do it. Okay. So if we look at the main product, okay, and all we got to do is just add a width. So I'm going to go to my product image. I'm going to say width is going to be 48. Okay. And the height is going to be 52. Right. And okay, right there. See, everything, a lot of things now change, right? Things now change really, really fast. Okay. I'm going to give it a BG white for background color of white. Okay. Let me see. Save it. Come on, Zadi. Come on. All right. Just doesn't like it. No. BG dash white. No. Okay. That's fine. I'll just open live server again. Sometimes it happens for us because, you know, we use like these really complicated live share programs. And so it kind of happens sometimes. It's okay. Not the worst of the cases. All right. Okay. BG white. Next thing what we're going to do after that one is we're going to give it a rounded section. So I'm going to say a rounded dash LG. Dash LG. Dash LG. That gives it a rounded corners. Okay. And then just honestly, that's it. Now, the question I want us to figure out is how do we make sure, let me ask you this. How do we put this in the center, this image in the center of everything, right? How do we do that? What do you guys think? How do we put this image in the center of everything? And there's a few ways to do it, by the way. There's a few ways to do it. So one of the ways to do it is to actually give it a width and height. So if I go to the image and I say, hey, the width of this is going to be W dash full, which is width of 100%, and a height of full, which is a height of 100%. And then I can do object contain, guys. Object dash contain. You see? Boom. Now it's in the center. Then if I add a padding to it at the same time, like this, and I say, for example, on the actual, the actual image, I say, you know what? Let's do a padding. Let's do a padding of 4. P-4. It's going to push the image in and boom. You see? Ooh. A lot better. It's starting to look a lot better now.
Wow, that's so clean.
Let's go to our product name. And inside the product name, what do we know? Well, one is let's go ahead and change the color. So I'm going to say text dash gray dash what? 700. So change the color first. Let's make it bold. So I'm going to say font dash bold. Save that. Good. Great. Now it's bold. Let's do a margin top 2 just to give some spacing. Great. All right. And honestly, let's make the text small. So text dash SM. Boom. Okay. Much better. Next one. Nintendo is going to be, that's the actual make. So let's change the color to text green. You see how easy it is to be changing all these different things. So once you start to know all these classes, 700.
It says green is your green screen, Naz.
Huh?
It says green is your green screen.
I know.
Same type of green.
I know. I'll put live server again. It just keeps coming in and out for some reason. I don't know why, but that's okay. Okay.
And the product rating, are we going to make that yellow?
Yes. So text yellow.
What's the number?
300.
300. Okay.
Right. But we're not done with this product made because I want to make sure it's font bold as well. So I'm going to say font dash bold for this one. Nice. And honestly, that's pretty much it. Then for the rating, we're going to what? Give it a margin Y of 1. So MY of 1. There we go. That gives us some spacing, which is really good. And then honestly, that's it for that one. And for the price, Let's go ahead and do also font dash bold, right? We'll do text gray dash 700. Nice. I'm gonna do text large for this one.
So guys, you see here on line 171, you see MI-1. It means margin over the y-axis. So that means vertically. So it's actually margin. Guess what? Top and bottom.
That's it.
Top and bottom. So if you would do from left to right, it would be MX. But we don't want to use that, but that's just to show you how easy it is to use that in Tailwind.
That's right.
And to learn that, okay?
That's right. That's right. That's right. So really cool with that. So guys, look, we have done one product. Now we all have to do is just replicate it. And it's super easy because all I gotta do is copy pasta. I know, but don't worry.
Ooh,
later on,
Naz, I know what we could give as homework.
What?
Well, we could copy paste this, but then they would have to fill in the details of the hot deals. And they could even make their own hot deals.
That's good. So maybe they actually do copy pasta. They figure out their own products and they make sure it's from left to right. That could be good too. I like that. I like that idea. Okay, they could do that.
Yeah.
So let's do this. How about this? Let's go to hot deals. I'm gonna do margin top here. Okay, just to give us a margin top for the hot deal section. Okay, I'm gonna say MT-10 maybe, or dash 5. There we go. That's about it, right, Jesse?
Yeah, that's about it.
There we go. That's about
But
it.
now you have the original.
That's the original, guys. This is what we just built today. Nope. Not this one either. This one.
Not yet. Yes,
There
this
you go.
one. Ooh.
There you go. So guys, look. It looks freaking amazing, right? We've got hot deals. So for homework, what I want you guys to learn to do is to actually create your own little products. Look, we've got all these products right here, right? All these products right here, right here. All these products right here. Your goal will be to create just their own products. That will be your homework for today, guys. So guys, did you enjoy today's session and learn so much? I know we went fast, I know. But trust me, you just rewind this, rewatch this again, and you will be all good. Okay, let's see.
Yeah.
Anything
Plus,
else?
guys, as you can see, there was a lot of things that we repeated. Like by now, if we want to line something up horizontally next to each other, flex. If you want to get it horizontally aligned in the center, justify center. Or vertically, item center. So that sort of things throughout the video, even if you watch it back, you'll be sick of hearing that at some point. So even though we went fast today, there's a lot of repetition once you get to understand it more, once you hear it more often. Okay, guys?
Yeah, that's it. And that's honestly pretty much it. All right, at this
That's it.
point, what do we have for them? Well, pretty much they've got everything. They've got all that they need to know. You guys know your homework. Let's go over their actual homework before we get into Q&A, guys, all right? Okay, so let's see. 5-day JavaScript challenge. Let's get into the homework. Okay, so there we go. Oh, this is different homework. Hold on. I got you. This is homework from the last one.
Yeah, because I made the homework just like that. But
Yeah. So the homework is going to be the following, okay? You need to customize your Amazon.
the hot deals.
Amazon 2.0.
Yes.
Okay. Customize the products. I want you to clone the current product and customize it. Customize the product. You need to have at least, I would say, at least 5 products. Also, my push for you is to, you know what, actually challenge yourself. Think about how else you can customize, customize the colors of the Amazon clone.
Ooh. Can you show them that really cool website, Naz? Thecoolars.com? .co?
The which one?
Thecoolars.co.
That's
Put
right.
it in the chat.
So if I go to here, for
Coolars.co.
example,
So Coolors, so COOLORS. Yes, that one. This, guys, is such a cool website. It is actually a color generator. Okay, so once you're upon the site, you can click that away, and then indeed, press the button Start Generator, and you will see a bunch of colors coming up that are matching due to their hex code. So this site will calculate what kind of color scheme looks really well.
That's right. And so based on the color scheme you like, you can just use that color scheme and apply it to your whole thing, right? So to customize the color theme of Amazon, of the Amazon 2.0. And now then what we want you to do is take a screenshot of the whole page of the website and upload the comment to homework post. And also we will go ahead and share it to an Airtable. The link to the Airtable, guys, will be in the Facebook comment, and then you just click on that and then you will post the link there. Honestly, go ahead.
I think I have the Airtable link here.
You do? Okay.
At least I thought I had it. Nope.
No, never mind.
No,
so
sorry,
we will make sure. So we will post that Airtable link, guys, on Facebook. So make sure that you guys are there to check it out. Other than that,
I have it. I'm sorry, I do have it, guys. You have to submit your homework, of course. So I am putting it inside of the Zoom chat. Okay, the Airtable link where you can submit your homework. So make sure to do that. Okay, boom. Yes. And also, of course, if you haven't already, guys, please book a graduation call with us. We'd love to connect with you and see how you've done in the 5-day coding challenge and how we can help you further. Okay, so that is also still possible. I'm going to share that link in the Zoom chat. Okay, plus, of course, if you haven't already, but maybe you did it yesterday, you can still join our Discord community. And just in Discord community, have engaging conversations, ask for help, give support, okay, be respectful of each other, and most important, learn from each other and have fun with code. How does that sound, guys?
Sounds good. Sounds good. Sounds good. So, awesome. So look, at this point, guys, very simple, okay? If anybody want the code, by the way, because I know you probably had nobody, I'm guessing no one here probably was able to fully keep up with me. Anybody was able to keep up and actually finish it up or no? Oh, Samir did?
Everybody wants the index.html.
Really? Oh, dang. Okay. Yes, I finished. Darius, I finished. Oh, dang. Darius, you finished it? No way. You're going to have to show it to us. Okay, let's go. Okay. So, guys, we're going to post the link on GitHub. GitHub is for, it's kind of like a storage for your code. Okay. Think about it like that. It's kind of like Dropbox, but for your code. We'll put that in there so you guys can go ahead and check that out, okay? That's going to be also posted on the Facebook, in the Facebook post, all right? So just stay tuned for that, and you will see the whole index.html, the whole project, all right? So, but of course, I encourage you to, if you want to copy it, go ahead and copy it, but I encourage you guys to put in your own piece of code and your own customizations to it later on, okay? Does that make sense? Comprendi. Good. Right now, really quickly, guys, what you do is take a screenshot of this. You guys have 5 seconds to take a screenshot of this whole web page or this whole what you see on the in front of you. You guys have 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and uno, and that's it, guys. Okay. Other than that. That is it, my friends. Let's go into Q&A. Hope you guys enjoy today's session. This is Amazon Day 1. Hope you guys enjoyed it. This is a lot of fun. On YouTube, I'm about to finish this on YouTube, and then I'll go into Q&A on Zoom, guys. But thank you guys so much for watching on YouTube. On Zoom, you guys can stay here for a second here. Thank you so much for watching YouTube. Thank you so much for being here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Come tomorrow at 11 a.m. PC for Amazon Part 2. where we'll be building the product section, the actual product page of Amazon.
Really excited for that.
Yeah. So come in, stay tuned. Hope you guys have a great day.
Tomorrow, 11 a.m. PST. We'll see you here.